I agree with what you said.
Thank you.
I can't
Okay.
speak for other people, but I would rather have a dude straight up tell me, "Hey, I mess
See?
with her. I mess with her," and because the thing is, you showing me the respect to let me choose if I want to be with you or not.
Facts.
Right there.
And
So
more
why you
Okay.
want
often
to
than
choose to be
not,
with him?
because you're gonna be honest with me, I might rock. I might hang around it because I know what I'm getting. But that's just
Facts.
me.
Exactly.
I get
Okay.
that.
So
Now,
Oh,
allow me to
Hold
ask
on,
Tam this
Tam.
question.
Let me ask Tam this question. You said more
Look.
often than not. Okay. So in terms of percentage, how often is the often and how much is the not?
It depends on the dude.
Exactly. Let me know when I can talk, please.
Go ahead
Go
now.
ahead. Go ahead,
Bro,
Chris. You got the floor, sir.
man, these dudes losers, man. Bro,
what the fuck?
I'm just saying, bro. If you a loser, man, like it ain't gonna work for you, man. Look, playing what they call it, in the friend zone, you really just a dude with responsibilities with no benefits. Don't do this shit. It does not benefit you, bro. A woman won't even respect you like that. Treat
Nope.
her like everybody else, like the dudes that she actually won't treat her. Like if you want me to do this, I got expectations too. I'm not gonna come here, get you off the side of the road because you got a flat when you don't treat me like I deserve to be treated. Dudes ain't
Is
got
that
no.
all you want? Is that all you want, bro? Is that all you want? Is sex? Is
Did
that
I
all
say
you want?
sex? Did I say sex?
I'm
Did I-
joking, man. That's
Ah,
you
okay.
know,
Oh, you good.
yeah,
You good.
you know how it is.
But yeah.
That all
You
you
feel where I'm
want?
coming from though? I feel you
Yeah.
though.
I agree
But
with you.
yeah,
I agree Yeah. with you 100%, Chris, and I'll tell you how. My ex was talking about, oh, can we still be friends? No, because being friends with me only benefits you. It don't benefit me. So
exactly.
no, we can't be friends. Once we're done, we're done. I hope to never see you again.
Yeah,
And
I
another
know,
thing,
but
Charlie, to pick it back on that, women don't understand. Like most women are lame. Like y'all not really good friends. There's some cool ass girls out there, right? Very few in between or whatever. Most women lack personality. So why am I just your friend for the
Mm-hmm.
most part? You know what I'm saying? Y'all not cool like that.
Yeah,
You
I
want to know
agree.
something that's funny about these friends, right?
Yeah.
You'll meet a girl. I've had this happen to me before. Like you'll meet a girl, right? And then she's not interested, but the friend might be interested, and then they gatekeep that shit where they're just trying to make sure that you can't get with somebody that like you both like each other, but she's gonna gatekeep it to prevent it from happening. So it's like, okay, you don't want me, so why are you preventing your friend from
Just
being?
because she's
You
a
get what I'm
woman,
saying?
bro. Like we know
but
that,
Yeah.
right?
Charlie,
But
Charlie,
OTO
Because
was
Charlie.
gonna
she's
You
say
see
saving
me?
something.
you for
OTO.
Yeah,
later
yeah,
just in case she does decide she wants to talk to you.
You know,
Nah,
women,
fuck
yeah.
that
Shout out
shit,
to that
man.
too.
Fuck
women,
that shit.
w-
This
women
is the
trend.
part. This is the
Okay.
part y'all really missing. Like, I get it. When you come
Thank
from
you.
abundance, you
Salute,
talking
sweetheart.
like that. So you like, man, don't be a friend with a shorty. She ain't providing you nothing. Cut it out. There's
Thank
guys out
you.
here paying $5.50 just for a girl just to talk to him and realize he exists.
A loser.
So as you sit from you could call him whatever.
No,
The
that's what he
market
is.
is still okay, cool, but the reality's still the reality. You
Yeah, he's a
calling
loser.
somebody a name ain't going to get somebody to change. And so net, at the end of the day, that's the landscape. The dudes are sitting in a position where they're going to be a friend because they have somebody to talk to. They have somebody to hear them out, or they can hear them out and feel like Captain Save a Ho. Like that's just their role in life. You could call them losers, simps, and all these names, but they always existed throughout all of human history. There's not
How?
never been a time where these men they're mostly majority of men at the end of the day.
Okay. I'm
Most
going to stick
majority
up
of
for the
men don't
friend
sit in
zone.
abundance of women and get options and tell them to no, and you better get on my message or my tone. That's not most men's life. They're just going to play those roles. That's the reality.
I'm going to stick
I
up
mean,
for
you
the
like.
friend zone people up in here because
Mm.
I understand some of y'all what some of y'all are saying, but sometimes men don't want to be around a whole bunch of hard swinging dicks all the goddamn time. They want to be around some feminine energy and be chilling. Like when I'm at the beach, okay, I'm not trying to be sitting there, having this goddamn swinging dick contest with a whole bunch of dudes over there ignoring girls smoking cigars. I want to be around some asses that I can be touching and feeling on and eating and talking with, whether
They
I'm fucking them or not.
Eating.
they not gonna let you touch them, cleaner.
Yeah, no, you
Well,
ain't
nah,
touching.
Wait, wait,
I
They
was
not
hold
gonna
on,
let
hold
you
on.
touch
My
Cleaner,
them.
drinks,
cleaner,
bro.
too. Wait, hold on, because I
Big
would
bro,
say
you
that the
there to
thing
buy
with.
drinks. That's what
Go
you
ahead.
there for.
You niggas need to get struck by lightning, man.
No,
What's
the
wrong with you
thing with
niggas,
Hey, hey,
man?
hold
hey,
on,
hey,
hold on.
hey.
Like the
Hey,
thing
hold
with
on, right.
females.
Hey, KB,
Okay.
KB, hold on, right fast. Shout out to my good brother K9 showing love from the chat, man. How you doing, K9? Salute to you, brother. YV say, nah, Ronan. If you want the best version of a female, you must sell dreams. Being honest, that's what will not
100.
elicit her best version.
And he's telling the truth, bro. Honestly,
I
I'm at the
agree.
point in my life where I realize,
Hell
bro.
nah. Hell
Listen,
nah.
you got a lot of these women, bro. Look, I've been honest my whole life, bro. Look, that shit worked in my 20s when I was in my peak and all that good shit. Nowadays, at my age or whatever, what I got going on, women want a relationship, bro. I don't want a relationship. You got a lot of these motherfuckers. Use them like they've been using everybody else their whole motherfucking life. Women
That's a
don't
fact.
understand. Women don't
It
start
also depends
understanding.
on the type of woman you go for.
No, let me finish. Women don't understand how things work until they fall on hard times, bro. Life got to kick their ass before they even accept that shit. Because the man that they should have had, they been shitting on him for 20, 30 years.
Mhm.
That's just the way life works. So now you want to be that dude that you want to give them a chance and be like, I love you. You're great. And she gonna shit on you too. Because you a suck ass nigga. Just like
Hold
them
up.
suck ass niggas you been passing on.
Did I
Hold
ever
on,
say
Chris.
that?
Let Ronan respond, and then
Hold on,
real quick.
Did I ever
Nah.
say
Let
that?
me speak to Mo Black right fast, guys. Hold on.
I need to
Mo
be
Black,
honest
if you're
now.
trying to say something, you're muted because you was on the call. But anytime you want to speak, just unmute yourself. I just didn't want your personal business out there, bro. So my bad. Go ahead, Ronan.
No, I just want to understand what he heard me say.
No, I didn't hear you say anything. I just came in. I ain't hear nobody.
And the thing too, like I think that the thing with being friends with women is a lot of the times they don't really want to. They just want to do what they want to find fun or like a
And
good
that's where you
pastime.
find
Like for example, if I wake up a Saturday morning, I can tell my friend, yeah, you know, we're gonna go out, we're gonna go play some basketball, and we all go out and we play some basketball. Or if I'm going to a club or a bar, I'm like, yeah, I need like a wingman, or I want to go there with somebody, and we all kind of go there, and nothing happens, right? Or something happens or whatever. But when you're dealing with women, a lot of women, they're not gonna be so cool where you're like, hey, you know, I need a wing person with me. Can you come along?
You take a woman to a basketball court while you're playing ball.
No. I'm playing ball with her. It's an activity, any activity, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them, they have what they like, and they're not gonna go in to try something new
because they don't like you.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly, Tim. Tell them they just don't like you.
Because
man.
I dated a dude. He was a nerd into Pokemon, right? I don't like that shit, but we spent time together, so I walked with him and did it. I don't like that shit, but I did it because guess what? I liked him.
Boom.
Thank you. And there are females
So all
that
this
will
trickery
do what
shit
you
y'all
want to
talking
do.
about is
Even the
people
friend
that
chick,
don't like you.
and then there's even
Go
the friend
ahead.
chicks who will be a good wing woman. I've had plenty of female friends who have hooked me up with their girls, or even walked up to other chicks that I found interesting, and you know, was able to give me the cold approach. I mean, give me the warm approach to the chick based on what she was saying about me.
And
So
I did that
hold on.
to some of my homeboys too.
Black Cleaner.
Exactly.
Black Cleaner.
And
Black
I
Cleaner.
just think it's like you don't know how to use your assets. It's not necessarily that if you have a female friend, she has no value. You probably don't hold no value yourself. Any people that's usually associated around me offer me some value, or I'm not around them, period. In point
thank
blank,
you.
period.
There you go.
And if somebody
right there.
really rock with you, then they're going to rock with you regardless of what you do because they want to be in a
Hold
construct.
on.
Man and
Black
women.
Cleaner.
And then
Black
also
Cleaner.
with this whole women thing and don't hang out. Bro, most men ain't about damn nothing either. Like, I wouldn't go out and try to do a wingman with most men. Most men are thirsty, desperate, and living in scarcity. So for me to go out with a guy that hasn't been fed in 80 years to try to go get women, that doesn't make sense. Like, what? I'd rather just go with a woman and she could be dumb and not know anything, but it gives social proof to other women that I'm associated with a woman versus another dummy man who's sitting there like, oh, you see her? You see her? Should I go talk to her?
Running all the women away because you looking weird.
Running all the women
We're
away.
gonna let Chris.
Weirdo time.
In real life, believe it or not, women could be the best wingman. I've seen it. Women could be like, but you got to get a woman that's on that level with you. You know what I mean? Like like you can't, like OT was just saying, you can't go to the bar with any guy and expect for him to, because I'm the best wingman. Like say, I be wanting the team to win, because a win for you is a win for me. I'm gonna talk you up. I'm gonna make it seem, man, this nigga got this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? That's what I do, because I'm a team player. I done took so many for the team. I should have been the team. You feel me?
But
so
Charlie, that's not most men. Men don't do that. Most men don't do that.
Want you to have more than they got. So that's why most men don't function like you do.
Most men don't.
They always gonna be on hater mode, even when they're by you. I used to tell my son this when he played football. You're gonna have friends around you, surrounding you, just because of who you are and your popularity level. Those dudes are either there to steal your shine, to grift off of you, okay, but they're not really your friends. And no, even
they
so,
don't see you win.
They tried to drag him into fights because they were selling wolf cookies. I said, those are the ones you need to evaluate real quick. Are they around for you as really close personal friends? Are they around for the grift? Or are they going to pull you into fucking situations based on who you are and your popularity? As men, we need to be able to self-evaluate the dudes we got around us too.
Yeah, that's
and what the real motive is. Why would you hang around a whole bunch of dudes? You know what? I'm 58 years old. You know how many close friends I got that I really say are in my inner circle?
3. You should have 3.
The rest of them are associates.
My grandma used to say, if you get you one real friend in your life, you're going to get.
They there to figure out what your shine is so they can either steal it, grift off of it, or take advantage of it and then kick you out of it.
Yeah. Well, listen, I agree, and then we got to let him say something, but what I was going to say is this. I think everybody is to be used. It's when you be overused or you can't be used. That means you're useless. I try to bring value to everybody I come in contact with. Ask the brothers that I've linked up with out of the country. I try to lead with value. You see what I'm saying? That's just the person I am, though, because I'm not looking for anything for free. Like brothers from the chat could tell you, like, we go out, they paying for drinks, and I tell them, listen, bro, next spot we go to, I'm buying the drinks, because I'm just not no nigga you finna be buying drinks for all night. I'm not cut like that. You buy the drinks, I buy the drinks, we buy the drinks. I'm not here to leech off of nobody. I'm not here to freeload or nothing like that. I like to provide value too. But with that, I land. Chris, you were saying something?
Send it in, Chan. Send it in, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get you to send it in. Look, I was trying to say, Black Cleaner, you like 6'2", right? Something like that.
6 feet even.
Okay, you're 6 feet even, and you seem like a charming guy. You know, you all that chivalry and all that shit, and you single, right?
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
That shit don't even make sense. That shit don't even make sense, bro. Because you ain't bad looking. You like Morris Chestnut with glaucoma or whatever, but
he
you
can't
look.
See. He can't see.
Yeah. But I'm saying it don't matter if you can't see. My daddy was blind since I was a kid, man. My daddy had plenty women. And he was tricking too. So I don't. Yeah, Ray Charles. You know, he'll grab your wrist. He had some thick jumps too. But what I'm saying is, like, we had a state, I guess, where guys are actually trying to and willing to get to know women and still can't get women. That is fucking crazy. That's crazy.
You know why? Do you know why? And this is just my personal opinion. I've never had more women than when I'm in my bag. When women is not the focus, is when women come around. When I'm focusing on bettering me, getting to the money, and being the best me I could be, that's when you meet them everywhere. You could goddamn go on a walk and meet a woman. You could go to the grocery store and meet a woman. You could go on the Dollar Tree and meet a woman. It's like waiting on the pot to boil and then watching it. It's not gonna boil. At least it's going to feel like it's going to take forever, but continue to work on you and do you, and that's where they come from, in my opinion. Now, for other men, it may be something different, but in my opinion, even when you go to the club and, like, say, you and your homeboy, that's a part of being a wingman, too. Don't be scoping. Don't be in your own world. Look like y'all talking about something extremely interesting. You know what I mean? Be smiling. Be open. Like, even when you go out and you got closed off, you giving off vibes that you don't even want to talk to people. You don't even want to do this, that, and the third. It's a difference. It's a mindset that comes with it. It's a whole aura that come with it. But with that,
going back to what YV said, though, that's lying, too. If you ain't legit guys talking about shit and you just trying to look like it, that's lying, too. You might as well lie to these motherfuckers.
I do lie. That's okay.
Yeah, you might as well lie to them.
Well, see, I guess that's the difference, because I'm what they call whiffy wig. What you see is what you get. And also, too, you know, as he was saying, you know, women can smell desperation. That's why I do play the friend, because that's a way of me showing you I'm not desperate for you. I do have options out here. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time when I was working during, doing my cleaning stuff, that's when I would get the most women, because I'm showing up to their house solving their problem. And they like, damn, I need a man like you. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm looking for some friends. Give me your number. And they will be calling me and be on my phone, and I'd be able to get them that way.
You are too big to be a motherfucker friend, bro. You should be dominating, dictating.
Not just that. I would say this, Clinton. You're right and wrong at the same time. And I'll tell you how. Once, like, say, when I go out with a woman and stuff like that, and I let her know that I'm interested, I'm not gonna sweat her. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy that's gonna try to hit the first night. Whatever. You know what I mean? Them guys act like they never had box before and they salivating at the mouth. Yeah, no. I'll drop you off at the crib and don't pull off until you walk in your house. Senior T, it was fun hollering, kicking it with you. So much so, I could tell y'all this is a tactic that I used to use in the club. And Chris can say it's the Lions game or whatever, but it is what it is. Like, say, if I'm talking to a chick in the club and in the middle of us talking, she asked me to buy her a drink. At that very moment, I stopped the subject that I was saying. We go to the bar. Because when I go to a bar, a lot of times I try to connect with one bartender, let them know I'm going to tip them. So especially if it's crowded, holler at me, make sure I'm cool. I got you. Promise you. So when the bartender like, what she want, get her what she want, I pay for it, walk off. Won't even say nothing to her. More often than not, that woman will find me before the end of the night and say, what happened to me? And I'll tell you why. Because she used to, when men buying her drink, they like to sit there and babysit. They want to act like the woman owe them something. If that's what you was in it for, ma'am, congratulations, you got that. I'm done. It's on you to make the next move. It gets like, damn, he ain't desperate like everybody else is. It's just something like you got to be different. Like, to tell a chick with green eyes that she got pretty eyes, nigga, you just like every other nigga that she done met.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh,
Man, hold on.
You're 12, Carl. You're 12.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing something right now, so I can't really respond, but I got to respond. Hold on. Y'all go ahead.
Let me say this real quick. I don't get what this whole lying thing is about. When a woman walks outside with makeup, fake hair, nails, eyelashes, and everything else to falsify how she looks, she's only worried about the optics of the woman. The other woman looking at her. She ain't necessarily looking at you because she ain't dressed up for you. So when you talk about lies, women walk outside every day with the optics of lying to the next woman she might have to compete against for you.
So you might as well lie to them motherfuckers too.
What is that phrase that says all's fair in love and war?
Yeah. So really, it makes sense if you want to be, just want to pay for it. That's really the best value you can get. You're just paying for it to get the shit out the way. That's a big value.
And listen. If you're in that mode where you don't want to get married, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you're in the mode where you want a good woman, nah, that ain't the way to go. Stay out of the places where you got to pay for it.
I tell you what. Hold on, Rodney. Hold on. I'm for the probably try to, okay. Check this out. This the thing too. Dudes be shooting towards the wrong audience too. You got to know where you stand in a grand scheme of things or whatever.
Read the room.
Guys want to get these bands. I tell you, the best woman you can get you a cute woman that got values, bro. Them baddies, you need to stay away from them. Leave them to the athletes and the musicians and all that. Get you a cute woman with values.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know your league, because that's one of the things too. I mean, I when I went to Cartagena, you was asking me. I mean, there were bad women out there, but the ones that I gravitated towards was the ones that I knew that if there was no transaction going on, I'd be able to bag regardless. If we was in the States and I saw them up in the club, I'd be able to get them. So, and that's who I dealt with. And actually, those were the ones that actually considered me to be cool and wanted to stick around after everything was said and done.
But the thing with that, like, if you're gonna deal with prostitutes anyway, like y'all do, you might as well get a baddie. I mean, ain't no need.
What you mean, like y'all do?
What you mean, like y'all do?
He's like y'all do.
A decent looking prostitute, you might as well get a bad one if it's only $5 more. Go ahead, have it.
AKA Cuba.
Hey,
Right.
I told you. Look, hey, you know what
That's
it is with
Cuba
me.
Gooding Jr. right there talking.
Nah, I probably take her in there. You know, I
Yeah.
give a dabble.
More here than there, but I get it. But
Hey,
here's
no,
the
really,
thing.
bro. Look,
My bad. I'm
look, I turned down some vagina on the way home today. I stopped by with an old John I used to mess with or whatever. I just let her grab that dick and I left.
I
You know
was
what I'm
gonna
saying?
say, bro, just because listen, the chick that's standing outside the liquor store and acting like she like you, that's not counting turning down no vagina.
Hey, no, you sound like one of you niggas. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You sound hey, look, I got content. She's a
A
normal
lie.
girl.
Hey,
She's
I
a
have
whore.
never posted a woman on my
She's a
shit.
whore.
Not
She's
even
a
one.
whore. She's a whore. Talk about I got a normal regular girl. You niggas sick. You niggas twisted in the head, man.
Hold on, say that part again.
I said you niggas twisted in the
Nah,
head.
before that.
You niggas are sick.
No, that ain't what you, here's the thing, because I felt like that was a personal shot. The
Nah,
fact
it
of
wasn't
the
a
matter
personal
is this. The fact of the matter is this, especially with my situation. Like I take a for the most part, I take a person at their word. If you say you're not like that, you're not like that. You know what I mean? But when you really show your hand, I have no choice but to believe you. But I cannot go to another country and assume every woman out there is selling box. That's just not how I'm cut. I gotta believe it's some good women somewhere.
It's just the fact that 98% of the women that the guys go over there are dealing with strictly prostitutes. So you can't you should assume that all of them are.
Why are you going to those areas if you're looking for a good woman? That's the problem. You guys
They're
are
not
going
looking for a good woman. They
That's
just
the
like
point.
women. Look, they want
So
to. You know
then
how a
when they
woman
come
want to
back to
do.
these
A woman want a
listen,
rough dude, and they want to turn him into a good man. They want to get a prostitute and turn her into a good woman. These niggas delusional.
this is the problem with why us as military guys, we already know better. We've seen military guys go and try to wife up the club hoe, the prostitute, and everything else. We already learned these life lessons a long time ago, and we looked at our peers and learned those life lessons. We don't do that shit.
Yes, they do,
As
but they ain't no better. They ain't no
Wait a
better.
minute. So you
They ain't
saying
no better.
none of y'all do that shit?
They ain't no better. Most of the expat service members, and they the biggest tricks in the world on the planet.
Listen,
Yeah.
young ones are
Well,
still.
No,
but they're
the
not
old ones.
wiping them. We're not saying
Yes,
that
they
they're not
are.
strict. We're saying we're not wiping them.
Yes, they are, and
There's
you
a
want to.
difference.
You want to wipe one of them hoes. They just ain't going.
Hold up. Let me admit to this.
You
Let me admit to this. This is not me, but let me admit to this. This very house that I'm in right now is owned by a Filipina. Her husband is an ex-naval officer engineer. Okay, so guess where he
Bernie
met her?
Mac.
He met her in a club in Japan. So yes, there are old men that are marrying these club bartenders and workers. So you're absolutely right. It's not just the old, it's young too, but you have to learn to grow out of that cycle. He never learned. And I sat here and talked to him, bro, several times since I've been in this lease with him. And he regrets some of the things he's done. And he looked at me and said, "You're doing yours the right way." But at the same time, he's learning life lessons later because he moved too fucking fast. So now these dudes are regretting their moves, but they don't want to get out of the relationship.
Hey, guy, hold up right fast. Let me read this comment by the screen sponsor. Shout out to my good brother YV. He said, "Pretty women are inherently savage. Savage. They don't. You don't need to be honest with them. They operate better under your organized chaos." I believe that.
I agree too.
They understand privilege. They understand that. You grew up around them.
Hold on, Charlie. So to rewind the conversation, because I know you guys were saying I'm like 12. Listen, y'all 40 plus, so maybe your reality is a little bit different, right? You know, the women you guys deal with, it's their last year in the league. You know, they just came off of maybe a knee injury. A few years ago, they got the $200 million contract, right? You know, they're an aging superstar. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, right? But I'm telling you, these 18 to 24, they're such savages. You don't even understand how savage they are. That whole, I'm gonna just buy her a drink and walk off. She'll drink that shit and just walk off and turn her back. That
If
shit
you
does
And that's
not
fine,
work.
KB. I
That
didn't
will
listen,
not
bro,
work.
let me tell you, I get that, KB. First of all, that monologue was funny as fuck, bro. Hey, that was the best one yet. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's true.
But
It's true.
KB,
Last year in the
she
league.
can't. If you go to the club and you spend $10, $15 on a drink and you out of sorts, bro, the club is the last place
You
you
see,
should.
now you're showing your age. It ain't even $10 anymore. It ain't even $10 anymore.
Like
That's
a beer
because
could
you
be
live
what?
in Florida.
Yeah, he definitely
Fair
living.
enough.
Bro, I
But
done been
it
in
ain't
LA
even
to where
$10
a double
anymore.
shot of, I done been in LA to where a double shot of Hennessy could cost $75. What are you talking about? It's about where you at.
Yeah, I'm
Either
not
way,
talking. I'm
Charlie
not
got
talking
it.
about
Yeah.
we in Maine or Montana. I'm talking about if you living in the city
he
like
giving
New
you
York,
DR price.
South
He
Florida,
Man, look,
parts like that.
$75.
In
I wish a
America,
motherfucker.
Man, we
outside of
got a whole
America, it
goddamn
could be a
bottle
different
for like
thing.
$25 in the
And outside of America, it could be a different thing. But
DR.
inside
Yeah,
of
we got a
America, they're bred savages. They're bred savages. You know, you
Hey,
kind of like the uncle who used to watch the NBA back in the 80s, and they like, oh, Michael Jordan, he could have done this. He could have, bro. Everybody in the league doing that now. Everybody doing that.
I do have to agree with Textbook. You do gotta change your game up because I've been the dude in the club who has bought the drink and walked off, and then the chick would walk off her
She didn't like
damn
you. She
self
didn't
like
like
I
you,
just
Black
got
Mama.
She's
She
like,
didn't
no.
like you.
nigga.
So hold on,
You-
listen.
Black Player,
Okay.
you need to change your whole goddamn
Hold
demeanor.
could-
I don't see that shit being successful, bro.
Hush up. Let me
Nah, I
finish
don't-
what I was about to
It ain't
say.
gonna work, bro. You gonna be single forever, man. Fuck this shit.
Who said I was single? That's number one.
Luther Vandross, he'll be all right, man. You know, he be
Nah.
doing
Number
that
one.
love shit,
Y'all let him
and he be
finish. Let him
making these
finish,
little
guys. Let him finish.
circles.
Number one, who said I was single? But let me finish. Okay.
You too nice, man.
What I do now, if I go to the club and I buy a drink and I walk off, I make sure I get the girl's number. If she doesn't give me her number, I'm not getting her no drink. Period.
Oh, you holding the drink hostage?
Pretty much.
Mm.
He's
It's
dirty macking
conditional.
that drink. That's what he's doing. Dirty
It's not
macking the
hostage.
drink.
It's conditional.
He dirty. Shout out to
But
Misha.
everything's conditional with me. I'm sorry. You got to multiply. If you ain't multiplying, you dying because you're not going to be just like what Ochuo was saying. If you're not providing any type of value in my life, you're not going to be in my life. We
You just
separate,
matter,
and that's
bro.
from the jump.
You just matter. What type of
Right.
No.
Whatever
Hey.
happened? Whatever
Wait.
happened to good conversation? Why does a person have to give you a number?
If she
Whatever
ain't
happened
willing
to
to,
conversation?
if she ain't willing to start coloring with Black Planet, it's
Because
over with.
I'm not paying $10 for good conversation. Good conversation is free. That's why. So we can have good conversation, but if you asking me for a drink, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, what's up with your number? That's free. It's only a number. You don't gotta really answer, me after that. But if you over here trying to play these little games to show, to try to avoid and still get the drink, well, that just lets me know, like what Tan said, you don't like me. So because you don't like me, I'm not gonna buy you the drink. Go find some other stuff.
That's how you get the wrong number. She gonna give you a number. It's just not gonna be her number.
Charlie, it's not really an issue.
Hold on. I'd rather that because at least she was forthcoming versus the person who's over here, trying to be slick at the lips to try to go around and circumvent and still get the benefits. And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Charlie, it's not so much buying the drink. Like if I'm out with my friends, and there have been times where we go and we get a lunch, and I pay for the lunch, and it's not a big deal. The problem it tends to be is like when you're in these clubs, at least in the nightclubs environments down here, it becomes like usury in a way, and it's not just a matter of like, oh, you're buying the drink. It's almost like you feel like A, they're kind of using you in a way, and B, it's like you're gonna get mocked because it's like these women. Like I've been around it where they're like, oh, I don't even gotta bring any money. I know I'm just gonna like if I did that, what you're talking about every single night, or whenever I used to go out every weekend, I would probably spend close to $500-$600 a month just on drinks and excursions and stuff
Do
like
you
that.
guys want to handle that, or should I? Because I got game for the young brother.
Go
Are
ahead.
you
Say that
drinks
again?
for women that aren't spending time with you, and you're just walking up to them, buying them a drink, and walking away? Or are they coming over
Oh
to you?
no, I'm saying because it's like it would just depend on the night. It's like some nights, you know, it would go really
That's
really
what
well.
he's leading with. He's walking up to them saying, "Let me buy you a drink."
Nah, that's
I
not
was
what I'm
gonna
leading with.
ask that.
But
Okay,
that's
You
not, that's
guys
not what I'm leading
offering?
with. I will never lead with that. I will
Okay,
never lead.
okay, well, guys, hold on, KB. With the women,
Like you like
hold on,
mechanism.
KB. Go, but I'm just gonna say after Ronan say that with the women being on the panel, let's get their perspective. That's the beautiful thing of having women on the panel.
Let's
to get
break
their
down. Let's
But they
break
out
down.
of the league, Charlie.
KB.
One's married.
KB,
She's
Go
still a
ahead.
woman though.
you like to do mechanisms. What's your mechanism in order to initiate you to wanting to buy a woman a drink? Let's understand that.
I would say if we're talking, we're having like a good conversation, you know, and I kind of feel like, you know what, it's a good back and forth. You know, she's there, I'm present, you know, and it's a good vibe. I don't have a problem with buying a drink. No.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, you know, you want to go to the bar and get a drink?" I'm like, "I don't really drink because I gotta go drive, but I'll buy you a drink. It's fine."
But can I say something right quick though? You know, you don't even really have to buy them drinks most of the time. If you really can captivate, you know, their attention or whatnot, raise their eyebrows or whatever, they don't even think about this shit, fool. I don't
Thank you,
buy a lot of
Chris.
drinks. I don't buy a
Thank you,
lot of drinks.
Chris.
I never have. I can count on my
Thank
hands
you.
how many times I buy women drinks, bro. Real talk.
Thank
I
you.
ain't the nigga.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Like, is women out there still asking a man to buy her a drink? Because that's crazy.
Oh yeah, they still do
No,
that.
they listen. Is women got like people like KB and Black Cleaner name saved in their phone as food? That's who they call when they want something to eat.
Bruh, so now you dirty macking.
No.
You dirty macking.
That's who they call when they want something to eat.
Food and
I
drink.
do-
That's you on the food and beverage aisle.
Mm. I
Come
tell
on,
them to
like,
save me as
I was gonna say
DoorDash.
this, KB, what it sounds like, bro, you can't pick up social clues. You will know if she's into you or not, bro. I promise you, you will. If you
Oh my!
can pick
See, but that's what I'm saying, Charlie. You haven't even been in the league. Like, you know, you've been in the league, but you don't know the kind of new savages that there are out here. That's
Ooh,
why you're
is he
saying that.
saying
You
you're
don't know the.
elderly?
Yeah, you
I
kind of
feel
early.
like
I ain't
that.
gonna lie.
But here's the thing: what you gotta understand, KB. When I was your age, it wasn't traveling out the country to get chicks, nigga. You had to deal with what you had right there.
Right.
And that's how we learn to play the numbers game. You go out and you get one number, and the chances of you scoring on that
But
one
the
number
numbers
is
game don't
very,
work
very
anymore because it's now global and women can just get on their phone and do
Yep.
OnlyFans, all this other
No,
stuff.
that's
to
a
make-
fact. That's a fact. But
You
that's
know,
why I say
that's
I
not even
kind of
the
feel
rule
bad
anymore.
for him. I kind of
Hey,
feel
KB,
bad
right.
for him because of that.
He right though, because like when I was coming up, bro, we used to get a bottle and kick it, and we was smashing. It wasn't all this conflict that y'all dealing with and shit like that. It wasn't there. Like
Bro.
you was cool. It was a vibe. It went down. Like even the ones you took more seriously, you may have courted them more so. But it's like I don't know if y'all trying to court everybody or what the fuck going on.
Ain't no courting nowadays.
I'm a sniper, so I just come up in the club. I
We don't
see what I
believe
like,
you. We need more
snipe
people.
them, keep it moving. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
If the
I'm not
club
out
is
there
dark,
doing the
how do you
wild
see him,
numbers.
Black Cleaner?
Say it again.
If the club is dark, how you see?
What you
Especially
talking
when
about?
Ray Charles, I touch him.
Now, Black Cleaner, I see you in the club with like a dozen roses or with some of their preferred stock cologne on. You know what I'm saying? Sweating the hoes, man. That's what I think.
You thinking very wrong about me.
No,
I'm on the
truth be
dance
told,
floor. I'm over here like crazy legs and doing all of the,
Black
all of the
Cleaner,
spinning on my head.
no,
You were
all
a suit
jokes
to the
how I
club,
aside,
get
Black
the
Cleaner.
hoe.
all jokes
Say it
aside,
again?
Black Cleaner,
You were a
could
suit
do
to the
well.
club.
Say it again?
You were a suit to the
Let
club,
me
Black
read.
Cleaner.
Let me read.
No, I used to work at a club. I was a part of the street team. I was a part of the promotion. And then when we didn't do the promotion, then I would be what they call a party starter. So we would get all of the people, we would dance and then snatch all of the girls onto the dance floor to get them dancing. Cause the Japanese girls were real shy. So you'd have to go and snatch them on the dance floor to get them everybody dancing.
Mm.
Damn,
So
that's
yeah,
crazy.
I
Snatch
worked
is a
in the
strong
club for a
word.
long time. Say it
Snatch
again.
is a strong word, but real quick, guys, let me read this. I think this is a revise from his first comment. Shout out to my good brother YV. He said, "Pretty women only exist in abundance in 4 places: Miami, New York, New Jersey, and maybe Los Angeles." Yeah, for sure. Like,
Hey.
well, I'm just saying they do exist there, but if you ain't graduated from them cities, unfortunately, you will always be naive to women's nature.
That's wrong.
Well, here's
That's
the thing. If you've been to Texas, man, Texas got some of the
Thank you.
thickest chicks I've
Thank you.
seen.
Louisiana.
I don't care what they is. If they Asian,
Look,
if they white,
there are
if they
different blends all over the United States. That's the unique thing about the United States. There are different blends depending on what country you come from. It doesn't what part of the country in the United States you come from. So yeah, New York and all those are popular big cities, and yes, they have a cultural mix. But there's so many other cities, Baltimore, right around the Potomac and Baltimore City. There's a lot of light-skinned to dark-skinned people there. Louisiana has a good mix of different people culturally, and then baddies too. Houston, Texas, and all around Dallas, they're country thick, but firm and solid women. So it doesn't matter. Those 4 cities are major ones, yeah, but they're all over the fucking country. It's not centralized to just those big cities. That's being naive.
I even say Memphis got a lot of pretty women. Pretty thick women. They're a little rough around the edges, and I don't fuck with it.
Even
But
Georgia, what do they say down south? They growing thicker because of the food or the weather or whatever the hell. Bigger
All
booties
the grits and cornbread, yeah.
Cornbread fed.
I think we making it harder.
That's
to
the way I like my women. Cornbread fed. I'm talking about
With some
her.
gravy.
Hey,
with
number 1, deal with a woman who like you for real. Stop trying to get women that not attracted to you. And
Ding,
I see,
ding, 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 ding.
look, a lot of these guys, and I ain't trying to throw no shade, nothing like that or whatever. A lot of these dudes, bad built. They built like a damn wisdom tooth, old and shit, out of shape, ain't got no money, living with their mama and shit. Like, bro, you ain't ready for no woman. You need to chill the fuck out and get what's on your level.
Niggas need love too. Now, hold on, Chris. Yeah, I feel that, Chris. But here's the thing: every motherfucker on my 600-pound life got a motherfucker. You mean to tell me these niggas can't find somebody? I done seen crackheads with crackhead girlfriends. You mean to tell me they can't find somebody?
I want somebody to feed me fried chicken in bed.
They dealing with somebody on their level, bro.
No,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
All I'm saying.
Shout out to POV. He said there are women who hit you up on their birthday asking what you're going to give her. Same
thing I gave them last year, different color.
All year round, they'll call you on their birthday though.
Where those women from that's asking him for stuff on their birthday? Them foreign women.
Right. But here's the thing: there's a lot of incels.
A lot of these cats don't even fuck with women in the United States. They only dealing with international people. They know they're not worthy of anyway.
A lot of guys are so scared to walk out their house. They don't do shit. They don't interact with people. They interact on social media and think they're guys that understand how to talk to people.
All right, hold on. This is what I mean about the lean.
Go outside.
I mean, I think, how do I explain this? Because it's like, I know what you're talking about, and that's like a certain age demographic.
Yeah, because Gen X, we were all outside. We knew how to talk. We knew how to move. We knew how to interact with people.
We danced in the club.
There's a lot of people that don't even know how to do social interaction. They're awkward when they're in front of somebody.
But we gotta be honest. I think nowadays, I see what you're talking about, and it's true. But nowadays, I would definitely say the onus is put on the man in order to kind of run these conversations. You could be talking to the girl, you talking to her, you trying to talk to her, and she just one word
because
responses.
she's not interested.
Listen,
so move on and talk to somebody else.
Listen, she could just be not interested, but she can't be like, "Hey, I'm really not interested." Like,
well, she might not want to be rude to you. She don't want to hurt your feelings.
But you guys,
okay, so it's better. It's better if you talk with somebody and you just ignore them like they're not human. That's better because then you that'll really help them out.
Not everybody's like me is gonna be like, I'm not interested in this conversation and walk away. Some
Let me-
people
let me-
just want to be
I'm
nice.
devil's advocate.
let's
Sometimes
say
when
this.
the woman tell a man no, especially you young fellas, y'all take it the wrong way and you take it offensively. And
Ding,
you
ding,
want,
ding,
oh,
ding,
you
ding.
ugly
You
anyway.
got
You
your
want to do all of
hurt
this.
over a no.
Feel
You
mad
got your
about it,
feelings
man.
hurt over a no. Half
Yeah,
of
you
these
got
There's
your
dudes
been
like
feelings hurt over a
women
no.
who've been unalived over a no.
Facts.
the dudes be
It's
like, fuck
called
Bro,
you.
come
a
on, man.
scheme of
We
your
gotta stop
woman
pretending it's
fucking
Mad
self.
Max out here.
Nah, this is
No,
true.
it is.
This is
Come
true.
on,
I know, but it's not Mad Max out here. Like we these motherfuckers ain't coming out in goddamn,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
take on the
shirtless and shit with a
personality
machine
of
gun.
Black Cleaner real quick. Okay, you need to get out the textbook and live in real life. This shit happens.
I'm not
Not
saying
everything is
it
gonna go
doesn't
by
happen.
what you think or what's in the textbook. You know how many women have been raped, murdered, hurt because they said no? You know how many
Facts.
guys
I
want
caught you
to
too
hurt
late, bro.
women because of all of this?
No.
So
Facts.
In
they
the
have,
words of Sam,
sometimes they have to just be nice.
Hey yo,
Thank you,
KB,
Tam.
Let's be in reality right now. This ain't in a book. This is reality.
It doesn't need to be in the book. We can look outside. You don't shit. Ain't
You
women?
need to
There's
be
not really
telling
women
yourself
walking
that
around getting
you
raped
live in
and
such a
shit.
jaded world.
It's
It is
not
they
a
not
don't
like
use
that.
words. They don't like you niggas. Look, bro, you know how we be like, damn, she put up with all that shit from dude. Guess why? Cause she like that nigga. They don't like you niggas.
Mm-mm-mm.
You niggas ain't got personality. You niggas ain't got no sense of humor. You niggas are corny.
See what I mean? That's that America talking.
That's the truth. They don't like you
That's
over
that
there.
America talking.
They
That's
don't
that
like you over
America
there.
talking. That's that America talking.
Look,
In
look.
my
All that
opinion.
delusional niggas.
He gonna have to learn the hard way.
Right.
Let him learn
How
the
about,
hard way.
why is that America? I just
Hmm?
want to know. What you mean.
That's just what he says when everybody goes against what
No,
he
no, I want
says.
to hear
Nah,
actually what he meant
it's
by it.
not
So go
because
ahead.
in my opinion, I think it's like, bro, you could say almost anything as a guy. In my opinion, you could say almost anything. And you can point to something and you could be like, all right, this is what it is. This is the reality. This is what's going on. And then people will be like, well, nah, you know, it's because you're not this, you're not that. So it's always something like you're a guy and you've just never fucking good enough. And it's just like, oh, you know, you're not good enough for this. You're not good enough for that. You're not. I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Where did we reach this point in the U.S. where it's like we look at a guy and we judge him so harshly? Meanwhile, listen, if a woman walked up to me and she said, hey, you know, I really wanted to talk to you. I found you very attractive. I looked at her and just ignored her. People would call me an asshole, right?
Yeah, but
People would call me an asshole.
let me show you how it's just like, let me just say this and add it. It's just a human thing. You guys in the West got it easy, actually. Take your ass to China, where they have a whole entire market of old people around 70 and 80 trying to match their daughters with sons of other people because it's almost impossible. They have a whole government trying to fund how to make people talk again and be in relationships again. How about if you go to China and a woman has a list of if you're lucky enough to actually get to marry her, you got to pay her to change her name, pay her to get out the car, pay her to cut the cake. It is itemized every single bit. A woman in China wants you to have a home, not just a home on a mortgage, but free and clear of a mortgage. She wants you to have one in the countryside with a pool at a specific size. So you're in America dealing with an easy dating market experience. Go somewhere else and you're going to find it much harder. Japan, China, South Korea. This is where the majority of the world actually is. 60% of the world is Asians. So at the end of the day, it is super hard. It's not a West thing. It's just a human thing that all humans are dealing with that. And mostly all men throughout all history have never been good enough. You've always had to struggle to try to get it. Go out into the wild. Do majority of the males get to mate with majority of the female species? No. They look at 7 men and probably walk off on all of them and choose none of them as a mate. That is nature. That is actually natural. What you want is you a you a coochie communist. Yeah, you a communist of the coochie. You want it to be spread out to every single man, and he gets his own portion of coochie, right? Every man should be able to get his own fair share. That's not how it works. What's
Hey, if that's the
natural
case,
is
Bro, I ain't even say
small
that.
few get
I ain't
most.
even say that.
hold on. If that's the
That's
case,
just a
though,
funny thing. I know you didn't say that.
if
but
it's
I'm
this
just saying.
hard for a man, with what are you saying, going through or whatever? If it's that hard for a man to get a woman, right? Who's really the prize? Is it the man or the woman? Who the prize?
Here we go.
The man.
It's not the man. You niggas are suffering. It's the
Well,
woman, bro. And it really
but
depends on
think,
the
hold on, hold on. We
It can
gotta
go either way.
we gotta think through that and talk about that a little bit, because even in America, what we're seeing, especially in places like China, Japan, even India, you see a culture of lying flat where people are seeing this, people are noticing that, and what you'll find is that the government is so desperate in order to get people together. These guys are not going. The guys who have the resources, they're above it. They don't have to interact. And the guys who don't have the resources, they lie flat. Or they just accept the position and do the bare minimum and don't contribute.
That's life. That's the lot of most.
But
And I would also say that it's not that women are the
Go ahead.
prize. It depends on the society. When you go to China and they had the one-child policy, they were throwing women off the balconies because they wanted a son. Because at that time they were in a development phase where if you had a man, he could probably provide resources. In a country that's more peaceful like the West, now you can have the pendulum swing and women start to become the prize because most people have resources, most people provide. Even women can actually provide to some extent for themselves. So it depends on the development phase of society, like families and nuclear families has always changed as the whole entire empire changes in their development. So that's what I said. It just depends on what time it is. If we went, this is why men say this often in
That
the
was
space.
very well.
If war breaks out and if all this goes to shit, we'll be valuable again. Yes, exactly. So if everything broke out and everything was falling apart, women will probably turn in and start seeing men as the prize at that point because maybe they're going to look for safety and security. But that's not the time
Hey,
now. So you are in the position you are.
Hey, I like your response, bro.
But so really, hold on, Chris.
Okay.
YV say the formula: money plus good cologne plus 8 to 15% body fat equals experience any woman you want in any country.
I don't even think the body fat that important. I don't really think they care about their physique like that.
Well, here's the thing. I think you
women
can
care.
have all of that. I think you can
Not
have
like
all of that, and you could be awkward as hell.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can have
Exactly.
all of that
Exactly.
and be a weirdo and be suffering mental health issues. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
that
That's
I
true.
don't agree with that.
It's the
It
intangibles,
does
man.
matter. The body fat and being
Not
shaped
really.
aesthetically and looking good matters to an
No,
extent.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
I think it does.
That's cool, but I don't think it's like as much as y'all think it is like that. I'm not saying be overweight, but I'm saying if you like a decent guy, you know what I'm saying, you all right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be 5'10", lean as hell. Nah. And I like your answer too, though, bro. Because I'm not gonna say like either it's the man or the woman that's surprised. What I'm saying, it really depends on the situation in the relationship. That's all I was trying to say.
Nah, you made a lot of sense when you said that, OTO.
No, hold on, because the thing is, we shouldn't have to. We don't got to get to the point. We as guys, the way I see it, to think like, and this is like that rhetoric that I'm talking. To think that we have to reach a point of cataclysm of like where we got to go to war in order for guys to hold some kind of value or something. Like, no, I think guys here in America, wherever they are, you should do what you can to rise economically and do what you can to make your own life better, independent of women, independent of them, to make your own lives better. But like this mentality that we have where it's like, okay, we just sit here and just kind of like shit on dudes. And it's like there are things that I've seen said about guys in my own life where I'm just like, listen, so you're gonna tell me you could look at this dude and be like, look at the size of your skull, the crescent moon on your head, this. Like, we'll sit here and we'll tell a guy every single deficiency he has in his life and his background, and we'll go into that. But you'll say one thing to a big bitch, and then it's like it's a problem, right?
Big.
And right. I'm just keeping it butt. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying it to like come in and insult people or put them on the spot or make them feel bad, but there has to be a point here where it's like guys should feel safe and comfortable to participate in society and not get shit on at every single turn. That's all I'm saying. And until society accepts that,
Position to not
Bro,
get shit in.
they can be
You know what
safe
I'm
though. They don't want to deal with dudes like the women like that you actually can probably fetch or whatever. They don't want to fuck with them. Everybody trying to shoot out their league. That's why we get in the problem we have right now.
Bro, that is not true. Not everybody is trying to shoot out their. I don't know where people say like they're just trying to shoot out their. Bro, I've
Most
seen
people are
enough.
regular.
I've seen enough shit here where I'm like, bro,
What do you holler at? What's your ideal chick? What she look like?
ideal?
Yeah,
Her
like,
name is Greta, and she speaks German.
yeah,
And
and
she's
she's
white.
No,
and
oh
she's
my god.
Caucasian.
We saw that cleaner. We saw that cleaner in the background.
Brunhilde. What?
No.
We saw
Most
that-
people are
we
with
saw
regular
that little,
people. So
Piece that
he's
walked
right about
behind
that.
you.
No, I'm saying as far as what
Oh,
they
you
want, what they
talking about my
desire.
friend?
That's your friend. We saw your little friend up there.
This is homegirl. He not gonna try to do shit. This is homegirl.
Yeah, she is my homegirl. Come here, homegirl.
Shit. Hold on.
Y'all want to ask her some questions? Go ahead, ask her some questions.
Go ahead, Misha. This where you shine.
Go ahead, KB.
I want a dirty Mac. Oh, what's your Instagram?
Yeah, nah, get up here. Oh.
You looking for a friend?
What you talking about, Charlie? This where I shine. You was talking to me?
Yeah. Because I was
What you
assuming because
mean,
he's in
me?
Panama, she speaks Spanish. So you was rolling with it the other night. So you way better than me. I just could formulate a couple words. You know what I mean?
Oye, voy a chingar.
Say that again?
Hey, Black Cleaner got to go find his wallet. Look at him.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, that's 30. It's 30 for the visual. Go on, do you, man.
This ain't no OnlyFans.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Hey, I wish you the best, man. I hope y'all happy or whatever. You know, do what work for you. And she got that speed. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's reasonable. These niggas be on some other shit.
Well, here's the thing, Chris. And I gotta call a spade, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Spade is spade.
a lot of niggas put too much value on beauty, forgetting that is a fading attribute. In 20 years, she is not gonna look the same.
Charlie.
What about a person being a good
20
person?
minutes.
What about her wanting to be a good woman to her, a good man? What about that? Niggas
Where's
be forgetting,
A-Fat?
like, you know, these front page models and shit like that. She got a
20 minutes,
shit
bro.
personality
Not
and she
20
dumb as fuck. Can't even hold a
A lot of these beautiful women
conversation.
have
But
so many
she got a fat ass.
traumas.
Okay, but in 20 years, an ugly bitch ain't gonna look the same neither.
And I agree
She's
with
gonna
you
have a good
100%,
heart
Sean.
still.
So
Shout
if
out.
you could go for the
good-looking
pretty
bitch is
bitch,
gonna
go
be
for the
ugly.
pretty bitch and have fun with that because the ugly bitch ain't gonna look any better 20 years later neither.
She ain't gonna transform.
Nope.
I feel
But she's still gonna be a
You
good
could-
person.
Hey,
Stop.
what
I agree
happened
with
to
you 100% on that, though.
What
But
happened
what
to
I'm saying, it's-
men every so many years? You
it's
can trade
old.
in your
Okay.
car. Why can't you trade in your woman?
It's old niggas going for 20-year-olds. They gonna be cute for a while. That's what I'm saying. Like, the shit don't work. It don't make sense. Get a chick around your age.
And now I'm offended.
What?
Yeah, no,
Nah,
because
yeah,
you
you
should be.
passed.
I mean, you
Come on,
married, you
Ronan.
straight,
You
you
passed.
straight. But
I'm
you know,
married.
passed.
you know damn
That's
well,
all you,
you know
man.
damn well
Don't
you
be
don't
trying
belong
to
with a 20-year-old.
ageism out here.
She's
You know
Let us
damn well you
slut.
don't belong with no 20-year-old, bro.
She's
I
24.
belong with whatever I
Who's
want. This is
24?
my planet. Don't be telling me
You
what to
just saw
do.
my camera.
Oh, your girlfriend's 24?
Yes.
Okay, bro. You deserve whatever you get, man. I wish you the best.
There we go. Thanks. Winning.
Hey, one second. Let me read this. YV say, Chris, is Jay-Z and Beyonce lead or is Beyonce and Jay-Z lead?
They're actually in one another's league.
Elaborate, please.
Bro, they're elite. They're
So
elite.
when you get amongst the elite, looks don't matter.
No, it don't.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, it's smarter for the way they did it because I always tell men, like, you're an idiot if you let a girl hypergamy you into marriage. I mean, you can be with whoever you want on the side, but marriage is a big, serious a construct. It's a big covenant. So you got to get somebody on your level economically speaking. So when you be like, I'm a billionaire, but I marry a McDonald's girl, that's stupid as hell. You're a billionaire.
But
You should be
that's
equating
how
with someone in your same
Why do you think old
demographics.
money marries into old money? Old money arranges
Exactly.
marriages within their own cult of older money people because they know there's levels to that shit.
Yep.
And
Hold
you
on,
don't want
Lee,
So that's
Let me
just a
say
broke man.
Lee
Let
Major
me
said
put
that's
it-
so Lee.
let
You
me put
know,
it this
a
way.
person that comes from a millionaire background got a better chance of marrying a person that comes from a billionaire background than a person that comes from a zero background than marrying a person with a millionaire background. Strictly because of proximity. People that's millionaire, rich people hang in certain places and poor people hang in certain places. It's just a proximity thing. They go to the same school. That's why I always say, goddamn it, your day ones is okay, but your day twos is the person that you stick with. Your day ones are proximity. Those are people y'all went to school with. Those people, because you came up in a poor environment, you was in school, so you was thrusted together. But it was people that like say that I done met throughout my endeavors in my life that we became closer than my day ones because we of like mind, which is different. With that,
Yep.
I land.
Yeah, but the only reason I brought that up is because most men say, well, women date up. And I say, well, that's because you allow them and you're stupid. You
100.
should not allow somebody to date up to you. They should be at the same level. Julius Caesar didn't just marry a girl who fetched bread. He married somebody who can gain him access to political covenants. So he
Are
named
you
somebody
speaking
who
of
also came from wealth.
Cleopatra?
Anybody he married, even his wife from Rome, even Cleopatra too, even Genghis Khan. You can continue to go on.
I think
Powerful men
Cleopatra is
always
a
give
different
into the
case, though. I think Cleopatra is a different case because she also had Mark Antony as well, which was another
Exactly.
high-ranking-
But
They
what
was
I'm saying is they
over
But
didn't
she
get a
had him
slave girl from
after
Egypt.
Julius Caesar.
Right. Yeah, I know.
They
But
didn't
what
get
I'm
a- they
saying
didn't
is
get a
she had
slave
both of
girl.
them, and both of them was over Alexandria. And Alexandria at the time was known to have the most beautiful women in the world.
Yes. So
the thing,
so you're
you don't get
proving my point. You're
You
proving
keep the
my
slave
point.
girl at the slave girl level, but you marry into the wealth.
Yeah.
And
You don't marry the slave girl.
between
Bro, you
wealth.
gotta always keep.
I get that. I was just trying to decipher what you were saying because I didn't.
Yeah, no,
because
because I'm just emphasizing, Oh, go ahead.
With
no,
women,
because
you gotta
with
always keep
Cleopatra it was
the
different. But go
carrot in
ahead,
front of the horse, man. Once you give
I
them
was just trying to
everything,
emphasize. Oh, go ahead, see.
no, I'm sorry, I'm good. I'd say once you give them everything, they gonna have a whole set of expectations anyway. I always keep the carrot in front of them. Don't give them everything, bro.
But here's the thing, and you're absolutely right. Let me standardize that. When you go to these countries, a lot of brothers lead with their wallet. Now you're used to a certain level of living. They're not. They're not even used to handling that kind of money. You put that kind of money in front of somebody that's never experienced it. You remember when you first got your big bag, your first big one? What'd you do with
blew
it?
it.
Man, I
Blew the
bought six houses.
Wasn't
I
nothing
blew.
worth nothing. Well, you might have been the only smart one, but everybody else blew their first wad of money
And 3
because
cars.
you're
Yeah.
inexperienced at handling the money. You never expose somebody like that to money right off the bat. You slowly matriculate that down if you even expose them to 1/10 of it. You get what I mean? You just don't give them full exposure to your whole portfolio and everything that you have as far as your assets, because then it's not appreciated. It's something they automatically are entitled to
Yeah,
or feel a sense of
expectation.
entitlement to. You got to wean them into that shit. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong when they go overseas. They instantly run them up into their whole bag and access to everything that they have access to. And they shouldn't be doing that, because then there's a level of non-appreciation of access.
And you
You get what
depreciate
I'm
And then
your value when you do
Ronan,
something.
don't they also run the culture out of them too? Don't they
Yeah.
indoctrinate them into the
Yeah, they try
American
to bring
Western
them up to
culture?
American westernized systems.
Exactly.
And hold up, the reason you went to that culture is because you wanted to keep them culturally in their mode of being honorable to their men. Now you run them up in the Western society, Western mentality, and all of a sudden when they change, you fucking say, "What the fuck? You changed? You forced them to."
Hey,
Not
I'm gonna
only
holler at
that,
y'all, man. I gotta work
if they
tomorrow. I gotta
come, I
make some
seen
money at
men
the end
come
before these bitches.
overseas.
Y'all be good.
I've
Shout out
seen
to
men
you,
come
Chris.
overseas.
Chris said he got to go to work and so he could support somebody's baby mom. So shout out
Exactly. Yeah, I can't afford these bitches without working, so I'm gonna holler at y'all.
to you. All right, man. Have a good one. Appreciate you
All
pulling
right,
up, bro.
man.
All right, bye. Y'all be good.
I'm jealous of you kissing me. So sorry, Lee. She had to do it one more time before she left. I'm sorry, she's upset.
Hey, I missed it, Ronan. I be trying to catch you, but I had my head down looking at my phone.
He lying. It ain't happened. Nah.
Charlie, I'm about to drop down.
What do you?
All
I
right,
need some
sis, I
final
appreciate you
thoughts from
pulling up.
Misha.
I
She
Night,
never
night,
even get a chance to
Misha.
answer the question.
Let me drop this down right fast. Shout
there's
out to
plenty of
Bobby
them out here,
Misha,
Lee. It's
man.
just a matter of you
Y'all
being
pulled
here.
up and y'all ain't subscribed, man. You missing out. Misha, she be having some good gems going on over there on her channel. So shout
Wait
out
a
to her
minute.
for
What
pulling
Black Cleaner say?
Final thoughts
On what?
on the
He said
topic, because you really didn't get a chance to answer the question because everybody kept on intervening, so I never got a chance to hear you.
What was the question?
On what question? I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a question.
Well, the first question was when they was talking about KB and you were saying, you about the whole date who you date, but then we started getting into all of the other stuff, the friend zoning and all of the and all of that. So I was just wanting to know your final thoughts because everybody else was talking, and also Charlie said let's get the women's point of view. And because we do have women on the line, but all of the men kept on talking. So I just wanted to hear you before you got off.
My point of view on what though?
We was just talking about the whole relationship aspect and treatment. So how about that? Well, you want me to ask you a question and then you give me an
Come on,
answer?
man up, man. Answer the damn question. Jesus Christ.
Because it was just so much.
She like, what do
I
you
mean, I don't really have too
want?
much. I don't really have too much to say about that kind of stuff. Go wherever makes you happy and do whatever makes you happy. Work on you, make your money, and do what you do.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just my thoughts on that. You know, that's how I live. So I'm not going to tell anybody any different.
Shout out to you, Misha. Always keeping it a
Blessings,
buck. Yeah,
salute.
I agree with that too.
You know, you like what you like. You don't like what you don't like. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I agree. Like say, a lot of time I don't believe in a league just because, man, I have been with some women to when they was naked. I was like, I can't believe I got this. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and I
sometimes
don't really like to politic on, you know, like, oh, black women this, Spanish women this, Philippines this, that, the third. You know, like I don't really like to get into stuff like that. You like what you like, and you had your good experience with whoever you had your good experience with. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Even if her name is Greta.
Restraining order on him soon enough. We'll be fine, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Becky gonna put that restraining order on him super fast. Like we gonna be like, man, fuck white women. So yeah, all right, KB. Now I'm fucking with you, KB, because like once again, I'm in Minnesota, and that's the vast majority of my roster. It just is what it is. I fuck with who fucks with me. Who OTO just dropped down. Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, Misha, I feel you say that you gotta go. We probably finna be closing down here in a minute anyway. But
what happened? I was away. What happened? I was outside. Did someone say something?
Misha's just leaving.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm leaving. I got to go to work. I'm doing overtime. I got to make sure I have enough money to buy these mangoes. You know, they got fresh mangoes in Colombia. So, and I got to make sure the mangoes. My husband like eating mangoes. I got to make sure I get the right mango. No, you ain't eating the mango, but you're going to try the mango. So I got to make sure my money right, because that's my Valentine's Day gift to him, is to take him to the red light district. That's what I'm into.
I ain't going to red light district.
Oh, we going to the red light district.
Hey, I love a person that loves to hunt with you, not hunting.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't come on the internet. I don't come on the internet and cat. I do what I do, and whoever don't like it, don't watch.
That's a fact.
I travel to go try the new red light districts. That's what I'm into.
That's a fact.
I don't like taking pictures next to the statues. I like taking pictures in front of the baddies. That's what we do. You know, and you ain't gonna see nothing different.
Been there, done
Tune in,
that.
watch Renee's World.
How you taste a mango without eating it?
Bye.
He don't eat mangoes.
I ain't mean to say shit.
Why would you eat a mango?
Yeah, because he nasty.
I'm thinking,
That's nasty.
Yeah, but like technically, I'm thinking of real mangoes, but never mind.
I'm talking about, that's the problem.
That's the real mango.
Oh, the metaphor, and she's not trying to say the real thing. It's a metaphor.
Exactly.
That's why everybody can't sit at the adult table. You know what I mean? Sometimes the kids got to sit at the kids' table. That just is what that is. Shout out to Anna. How you doing?
I gotta go to work. Y'all have a hey Anna, hey y'all. So I'm going to sleep. I gotta make money.
Good night, Misha.
All right,
Good night, baby mama.
I love a woman with
YV
objectives.
say, I love the authenticity, Misha. Shout out to you.
Yeah. She's got an objective for her man, and they work together, man. You can't hate on
they
that.
got such a beautiful relationship. Hey, listen, I gotta speak on bro behalf because he do what he gotta do to goddamn it do his thing out there. So they got a beautiful situation going. Oh damn, and
that's an honest relationship, though. That's what I'm saying about being honest with your woman up front and letting her know.
Thank you.
And it all works out in the end. I've always been in situations where if I was with a girl that liked both ways, guess what? We hunt together. We ain't got to hunt separately.
I feel that.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it, Charlie?
I feel that.
She said, "Are you sure you feel it?"
Well, here's the thing. I don't believe it's like because here's the thing. Let's just keep it a buck, and because y'all know that's what I specialize in. I went to college for keeping it a buck. When a woman say, "What's the difference between you going out sleeping with women and me going out sleeping with men?" There's a fundamental difference. Now, if we going out doing this together and we both hunting women, that's a difference. Opposed to you going out and you letting a nigga dick you down and you coming back like, oh, it's the same, because it's not. But I land right fast there.
Yeah.
You disagree with that, Ron?
Who, me? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Like I said, I've had a huntress, plenty of them. I love a good wing woman, not a wing man.
Hey, it hit different when you out with a chick and she get your attention like, oh, look at that one. She thick as hell, ain't it, baby? I like, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Preaching tabernacle. But yeah, no, man. Shout out to you, Anna. How you doing, love?
I'm good.
Okay. You came in a little bit late tonight, huh? Oh, you one of the disruptors tonight. When I say I'm gonna get off, you're like, this is my two guys.
No. I was actually in the midst of you going on, I got the alert, but I was on the phone because my son's friend, we just found out that the girl she got in a car accident with just died. So I was on the phone talking with them and then building my son's dresser. So
Okay. Well, we're sorry to hear that, love.
yeah, it's good. They got in a freaking bad car accident and her friend that was with her just died. So most likely she's gonna get charged with it, but
Come on, your daughter?
No, not my daughter. My cousin's daughter. It's a cousin of mine.
Yeah. People don't
But
understand.
my son just ended up meeting her when he was in school and became friends with her, and he didn't know that was my cousin's daughter.
Okay.
Small world.
Yeah, very small. Very small. Like say the world is actually small. When I go to Vegas and I see somebody I know from Minnesota, I'm like, man, this shit too. I gotta get out of the States.
Yeah, I knew that when I was a kid. My dad knew everybody. I couldn't do nothing without somebody saying something to my dad. I hated it.
I just saw your daughter over here.
Right.
Telling all your business.
For real. I couldn't get high at the park for shit.
Why was you getting high at the park, young lady?
Well, see, when I was going to school, the teachers was on drugs. Okay, so it was like, what the hell is the point of me being here when I could be having fun in my own time? I'm watching the teachers get high in the hallway.
They didn't have the decency to do it outside of school. What type of you must went to school in jail or something? Like what type of shit was that?
That's basically what it was. The school was bad. I mean, we even had a riot with the cops, and the cops maced all of us in the hallway. Like, it was bad.
This was in New Jersey?
Yeah, Camden.
Wow.
Oh, that's where Gone in 60 Seconds wasn't all that. What was that movie? Where they were stealing all those cars and shit? Jersey Drive, New Jersey Drive.
Yeah, during that time when I was in high school, they was having racial fights with it was Asians against Puerto Ricans and blacks, and it was crazy.
Yeah, that kind of happened in Minnesota. Like, say a guy got pushed out of the second floor window at a junior high school here, and I'm not sure. I don't think he made it, but I made it, so I'm good. But no, man, what you got going on? Was you listening, love?
I didn't hear. Yeah, I didn't get to hear what you guys were talking about, but I just hopped on just so I could show my face at least for a little bit.
Well, you know, we definitely appreciate it. We probably, like I said, we probably finna be close. See, with these shorter lives, I could do these more often. You know what I mean? But those 9 hours, 7 hour lives, they really, really be taking a toll on your boy. So that's what's up, though. But I think tonight, man, we had some very good conversation. I think, like say OTO, he always pulled up and he always got something of value to add. Ronan, like say, he's a walking, talking like encyclopedia, and he's actually living the life that he's talking about. Shout out to my good brother Black Cleaner. That's like what you call yourself, the hopeless romantic, Black Cleaner?
Luther Vandross.
There you go, the hopeless romantic. We got KB. Every time I hear his name now, I be thinking, where the white women at?
I don't think that no more.
Not after
last night. I don't think
that's
last night made a lot of sense now. Now I'm like,
tripping.
That's maybe why he feels the way.
Now I see why he be talking about Luther Vandross a lot.
Ronan, the context was I was saying, I said we were talking about Thailand, and I said I ain't gonna lie to you, like I really feel like sometimes in Thailand the lady boys be looking better than the women here. Sometimes, you know, and I'm like, there was a few times I saw a photo and I thought it was a woman, and I got tricked. I thought it was a woman.
That's not how you said it. You said those lady boys be looking good.
Looking good. Yeah, right. Right.
It was straight up.
I understood what you were saying, but the way you said it came off a little twisted.
Nah, you trying to take it that way. See, I wasn't trying to take it that way.
A lot of women like that, even in America to Thailand, a lot of regular women are jealous of them because of how well they look.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I told my kids
men
dad.
get so upset because when we see them, it's like it's hard to tell in some of them. So you really got to damn near do the nut check.
I told
you know who you dealing with.
I told my kids dad.
Like, what this turning into? Like, how you do that?
Well, I was telling facts. People didn't really want to hear it then. I was telling facts.
They wanted. I don't want to hear no facts.
Right.
I don't want to hear them facts.
I told my baby dad
because he feels the same way. He feels like he can't tell the difference between them.
Yeah. No, I mean, let's being honest. Like you can't, and that's why when I started getting out there dating and stuff, I told my kids' dad, I said, I feel sorry for you. I said, this is a tricky world for you right now. Mm-hmm. I said, you don't know if you about to get a woman or a man.
That's crazy. Shout out to POV. He said, first time I made it through a whole Charlie show. Yeah, shout out to you, POV, kicking it this long, because I know you've been tapped out by now. But POV is the replay gang, too. Now, he definitely will wake up and put it on the next day, and even if he's not watching it, he let your boy get some of those watch hours. So I definitely appreciate that. He said, Anna, are you still working on your channel?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, I am, and I did add some new pictures in there. And I'm currently, so as soon as I'm done with this the business law crap, I'm going to cook some more dishes and then post them up. And then I just check my subscribers. It says only 15, so I don't know why this says I can share your video on my YouTube, but yeah.
Shit, I say try it.
You can simulcast anytime.
Oh, okay.
Well, they told us to go live. You needed 50 subscribers.
Mm-mm. You can simulcast anytime.
Well, he's talking about simulcasting. That's the there's a difference between simulcasting and going live.
And then you can go live on your own. So you can simulcast for nothing as long as you're riding on somebody's coattails.
Okay.
POV said, Carl, what the hell? What the heliante? Yeah, for sure. He liked what he liked, though, and we don't shame people.
Yeah, tripping.
He liked that, man. More power to him. You know what I mean? Just
Carl, I'll be messing with you, Carl. I don't mean nothing bad by it.
I know.
I'm just
I know.
joking with you.
Yeah, no. Carl, he don't got thin skin like that. Like, yeah, no.
Carl does live in Florida.
You should have said. You should have heard the whole monologue that he was talking about old people and shit a minute ago. So
last year in the league, coming off a bad knee.
Yeah, I had to give him his props on that one. But Carl is a young one, so I guess that's acceptable in his day and age. But you couldn't even say shit like that. Like even now, if I got around my brothers and the niggas my age, be like, oh no, guys, them lady boy be looking good. They're like, you know what?
Right.
Like, Minnesota that made you soft, nigga. Let's throw hands. Right.
That would be the talk for the rest of his life.
Man, I'm talking about they be talking about.
You don't think it won't be now?
They probably is now.
Nah, I mean they could say that, but I would be like, well, you know, we could just go to Thailand and you could see if you could tell the difference. Because I think after they see it, they'll be like, you know what, maybe
it's
you're
definitely
right.
true though. It's definitely true because I seen the picture, like I said, of my brother-in-law and his situation that he got in.
Oh shit! You telling on somebody? What you just say? You just said your brother-in-law got into a situation in Thailand because he couldn't tell.
Yeah, he couldn't tell. He couldn't tell.
Oh, she told the whole story. Like if we ever know who her brother-in-law is, it's a wrap.
I ain't never showing you.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Thailand that most people don't know. They admit to being ladyboys.
They definitely did.
All you gotta do is just ask.
She did. His fault was he didn't believe her. He didn't believe her. He said she looked too much like a girl to be a lady boy.
So he was just accepting of the looks.
He was like, no, he thought he was getting played, and he was like, nah, let me see.
Here's my thing, and she let him see. Well, he
I
let him
wouldn't
see.
go that far.
Yeah.
But you just said, you got to do a nut check, and I was asking how you do that.
Grab them.
I'm saying in America, because a lot of the American women will not identify themselves as such.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah, no.
I know a lot of boys that never told another boy that he was a boy.
Even if you are a woman and you don't like me enough to say you a man, I'm gonna take your word at it. Like I'm a man. I'm like, all right, my nigga, you have a good day. I'm gonna go about my business. It ain't no let me see. Nope, I'm cool. Just in case I'm wrong, bro, I'm a swing on you because at that point you just didn't flash me. You know what I mean? So if you feel like you don't like me that much as a woman to say you a man, all right, pimp, you have a good one. Shit.
I'm gonna use that. I ain't gonna lie. I might use that.
I'm just saying, shit.
Nah, you don't want me. I'm a man.
And if niggas go for it, you know what they on. That's just crazy to me. But I don't know. See, I guess it's a such thing as gorilla macking and shit like that, which I'm also not a fan of. To where you almost want to bully a chick into giving you the number.
Yes.
Those guys that
I would never talk to you ever.
Yeah, like that. Those be the guys that like say, I'm deaf and there at all
times. Stalkers, threatening type of dudes, man.
Yes, to me that sounds a little bit abusive. I'd be scared to put your hands on me.
Why would I want to have a relationship with a woman or a man that wants to talk to me like that right off the start? What the fuck?
Right. That is a damn good point. But
and then the dude ain't thinking about that. He's just thinking about his ego and being told no.
Like, but he's, I guess, like, but here's the thing.
Niggas out there nowadays.
Well, now, this is what I will say about the women out of the country, at least from my experience. Even when they turn you down, they turn you down in such a polite way to you're like, all right, baby, I appreciate your kindness. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I'm cool, thank you though. Like, okay. But sometimes the women here can get like a little bit irate, but either or, I don't like long as you like cool and shit, I don't care.
What about the ones that you actually, the girls that's actually telling the guy, like, no, I'm just not ready. I don't feel like dating. I'm okay. Like just letting him go easy. And him like, oh, it's okay. I can do this. I can do that. I'm like, oh my God. I said no.
Say that again, love. I couldn't like start from
So it was a guy that hit me up on Facebook, and I have not been talking to people on Facebook because people been weird. So he hits me up, and I was like, no, I'm not dating. I don't feel like dating. I'm just worried about getting my shit right. And he was like, oh, I understand, but at least let me do this and let me take you out and and I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm busy. I don't have time to give to somebody else. He gonna say, well, everybody makes time for the right person. And I'm like, well,
you're not that right person, nigga. Damn,
I don't think it's happening, right?
That's a fact.
What the fuck?
Yep. Hey, that's how they keep going. That's not the only one. I had like 3 people do that. I feel like it's ridiculous.
I've seen situations where women have walked away from their boyfriends. They're walking to the bathroom. The dude knows she got a man. He's seen her. He's been clocking her the whole time. They'll try to get her attention while she's going to the bathroom away from the guy that she's with. And then when she turns him down over and over and over again, all of a sudden he's like, well, fuck you, bitch, blah, blah, blah. Fuck that nigga.
I know a guy like that.
I pray that never happened to me when I'm out.
Yeah. Real quick, guys. It came through on your page, Ronan, but I'm go ahead. I'm gonna read it.
Not on my page. I don't have anything, but yeah, read it. I'm not even live tonight. I'm not live tonight.
Oh, that got to be you then, Black Cleaner, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like the question.
Yeah, for sure. He said sincere. Sincere question for the travel space. What exactly is the end game? What exactly is the final goal?
Depends on the person. For me, I want to be married again. I've been married twice. I'm still going for a third.
No. Again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get married. And I'm coming back to the States.
Shut up.
I'm coming back to the States. I'll be back in maybe 2.5, 3 years.
Hold on.
You bringing your wife back to the States too, right? Okay. Shout out to you.
Oh, so what, you want to marry somebody else, not your wife?
No, that's
my girlfriend right now.
Oh.
That's my girlfriend right now. We ain't married yet. That's just my girlfriend right now.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
No. I'm just
Damn, yet another military vet.
Okay. Let's KB. Let's go around and I guess Tam, you be traveling too. What's your end goal, love?
As far as traveling?
Yes, ma'am.
As soon as I retire, I'm moving.
I heard that shit. Yeah, I heard that. Me and Tam is taking those good benefits overseas. That's what we doing. That's our.
Where you want to go, Tam?
At this point, I mean, I still got 20 years, but 20 years until I'm eligible, but I might be able to take what they call that, like an early
retirement.
Yeah. So, but if I do the other 20 years, I'll be 57. So.
That ain't good. That's excellent.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, I started early enough to where I still have a lot of life to go, and I can do another, not career, but I've been exploring some options. I've been kind of laying some roots down and starting some things in the DR. So we'll see.
Yeah. As long as you don't start a conversation, a relationship, we good. Listen, I got deals on those good. I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah. KB, what's your end goal when it comes to traveling, bro?
Leveraging off.
Marry him a white woman.
Nah, if I was gonna have some kids, I want like a tall white woman, probably 5'11", 5'10", something like that.
He wants a Greta.
He going to Sweden or Germany.
Yeah, bro. Some Viking kids, big and strong,
Yeah.
Can't be having no small children and shit.
It's hurting my head.
I didn't feel strongly
about
about
that.
that.
I just happened to run into a Filipina. That's all.
But yeah, I would say the reason I travel is just leveraging options and then learning languages and stuff. At first, I only really traveled because, a friend of mine turned me on to it and I really got into it. But then, after I came back to Medellin, I didn't really feel the same way. I think the only thing that really keeps me going with traveling is just getting out of the U.S. It's just more peaceful. And then I really, really want to learn multiple languages. So I'm up to 4 now, 3.5. So I'm going to be, mastering Spanish and then going to to Brazil to finish learning Portuguese, and then China
Portuguese.
or Russia to
Why
finish
not
me up.
German? V. Gates do then.
I think of it as kind of like I learn languages based on impact. Germany, there's only one place that German is. There's only two places that German is really spoken.
But your girlfriend's
Germany
name
and
is
then
Greta. She
Austria.
speak German.
Yeah, she speaks German, but she speaks 4 languages.
She
So
can, you
she's
can
from
speak
Kazakh.
German.
So she speaks Kazakh, Russian, Uzbeki, and German and English and Spanish. So that's 6 languages.
You can speak German too. V. Gates do then.
Man, learning the language is already hard. I don't really want to.
Now,
That shit's
KB,
gonna be hard.
not to
Remember,
put
I
it
was
down
born
or
in
not to
Germany.
like outshine your accomplishments, but bro, you're Haitians, and the Haitians that I know commonly know 3 languages. That's not even an amazing thing for them. You know what I mean? Like Haitians are some of the hardest working people you're gonna ever meet. You know what I mean?
They know like Spanish, typically Spanish, English, French, Creole.
Not French.
Those are
French is
usually the 4.
So,
I didn't get like for example, my oldest brother, he could speak French. My middle brother, he can understand French. My mother, she can read, write, speak French and Creole and 3 languages. Me, I didn't get that education. I came, yeah. Like apparently my mom told me, when you were younger, we put you in the Spanish class, but you ain't want to do that shit when you were 7 or 6.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's crazy.
My whole family speaks because they're from Louisiana, Opelousas. They all speak French as their first language.
Opelousas? My granny's in Oakdale.
I don't know where that is because I just found my family about 7 years
It's like
ago.
40 minutes north off of that. What is it? LA 10? Just go north.
Yeah. But yeah, so my family speaks French as their first language.
Oh, that's what's up.
So and then they speak Spanish because of their Creole heritage. We're part of the Indian tribe, and then we have our African heritage too. So there's 3 languages.
Yeah. Roman, imagine a nigga just shows up.
Hold on, let's let Black Cleaner answer the question, then we let Ann chime in, even though she ain't even got her passport yet. we gonna let her chime in, but Black Cleaner, the floor is all yours. What's your end goal, bro?
You muted,
bro. You muted, Black Cleaner. Go ahead.
I said selling books. That's what my end goal is. Please buy. Found in translation, but also too, I mean, my book also tells what my end goal is. My end goal is about legacy, love, marriage, and also, having family and having a family office. That's what the end goal is.
That's the game right there.
Yeah, shout out to you. Anna, you could go, and then I guess I'll just say something real quick once you get done. I guess we got to reformulate the question to you. Do you plan on traveling?
I definitely do. I was getting all my mom's information and my dad's information so I could go to the damn place and get this shit done. I was talking to my mom and dad yesterday about it. So I got all their shit so I can go and do my shit and get my shit right. But I do my end goal is basically to move. Okay. Once my kids are all grown, I want to move. Now that part I don't exactly know, but I have a few places. I definitely still want some type of property in down south somewhere. I want a property down south somewhere, and I definitely yes. So I'm thinking 2 places. So I'm thinking Texas, and I'm thinking because my cousin lives in Texas, and then I'm thinking somewhere else. I'm thinking
then if you're a veteran at 100%, there's no property tax.
Yeah. Texas is my number 1 place that I definitely been researching.
That's why I'm going back to the States in 3.5 years is to buy property in Texas. But we plan on also buying property here. But why not leverage the property you have in the United States to buy property here? Because here you got to own outright. Here you got to own outright. There's no fucking mortgages and bullshit like that. You actually have to buy the property and build a house cash.
But it's not as much to like buy a property and build it.
No. It's not as much. A couple hundred. If you want a decent sized house and you want it built American style, because you got the bunghole sprayers and all that shit, and they cheapen out a lot of things. The piping is smaller, so you can't really flush shit down the toilet. It's crazy if you let them build it the way they build it and not American style. that shit ain't gonna be around for a while.
Right. Well, real quick, for me to answer the question, like say, it's lifestyle arbitrage for me. You know what I mean? I want to be able to like live in a different country. I'm still figuring out which one, just to have a better value of life at a cheaper price. You know what I mean? Like if I find a chick to have some Dominican chans or some Thailand chans or even some Colombian chans, whoop-de-doo. If not, I'm gonna be an old man kicking more shit than a karate instructor. So that's my goal. What it say? Stay high say, when you're in Thailand, some people just like that. No excuses. I was out there. I saw brothers, white men with brothers and white men. I'm sure you meant to say with lady boys. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We all seen that one dude to where he was talking to a lady boy and he was like, she said, "Have you ever tried?" He said, "No, but I'll try with you." I said, God damn it, brother.
Wow.
Well, which video was that? I think was it a white dude, black
that's
dude?
Crazy. No, it was a black dude. You can tell he was you muted again, Black Cleaner.
I said, get me off this line.
I'm just elaborating on what he said. So I'm sure it is, but man, there's not that good enough looking people in the world.
There's a whole YouTuber, light-skinned brother, older guy that dates a trans woman in Thailand. Seriously, and
we don't want to know him
on YouTube channel.
We don't want to know him.
Yeah.
You ain't got to see his channel or nothing. We don't. We don't want to know him. Like, listen. I'm not a judger. I just don't listen. The same way that people come over here and they say what they want to say about.
Here's the thing: in our families, hold up, we gotta be truthful about this. In the black community, it's been shamed for years. There's always something funny about the uncle or the aunt that you're not supposed to talk about, but you know damn well she was gay or a lesbian or whatever. You have a couple trans people in your family, but you're not supposed to talk about it. We got all this hush bullshit that goes within our family, but we act like it's not fucking happening. Let's be real. It's happening in your own family. You got somebody in your family that's fucking gay right now.
Yep, my son is gay.
Right now that's fucking trans in your family right now, but y'all ain't talking about it. But you're gonna be loud about it everywhere else. I know I have trans people in my family. I know I have.
I don't have. Well, not to my knowledge, I don't have any trans people in my family, and I don't even know
we got lesbians and everything else in our family.
I don't even have.
I have
as long as you ain't imposing it on me, you still my family.
Yes,
you
and that's
whatever. But hey, it just ain't on me. That ain't my lifestyle.
That's exactly how I feel when it comes to.
We make it so lopsided, like it can't happen to us. Not us specifically, but our community.
I can say it can't happen to me. I just
it's been happening forever.
Listen,
half of the fucking movie stars and everything else you know about that were black back in the day, especially singers, they were swinging the other way, bro.
Look, to each his own. At the end of the day, it's to each his own. My son is gay. I love him to death. They ain't gonna change shit. Now, I did talk to my son about being gay, and I told him, I'm for you to do whatever makes you happy. I just pray that one day, you get right with God and handle that. But I also said, I don't want you to start doing these new things where she, they, them, whatever. You're a boy. And that's where you were born, and that's what I always want to see. And he was like, "Oh no, I ain't with none of that." Okay. That's it.
Well, here's the thing. Let me clarify myself, because that almost came off as I could be misconstrued. What I was saying about that is that's just not my thing. Just like they're free to do what they want, I'm free to do what I want and how I feel. I'm not bashing nobody, because like I've said many times before, long as you're doing shit legally and you're not forcing yourself upon nobody or hurting anybody, you're free to do whatever you want. I feel it's people out there that make love to cars. Literally, look it up. Weird fetishes and shit. There's people out there that fuck trees.
Plushies,
I don't care about it
and everything else.
Right, I don't care about it, because guess what? You not harming nobody. If that tree could talk and say, "Oh, I don't want this," then you're gonna be fucked up. You see what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, do what you want to do. I'm just saying.
No, I never said it towards you. I was saying in general, the people that are listening is basically, we all know in the black community that's been a hush thing for over 50 plus years. Way before I was even around, there was family members that we're always told and not to be talked about. You know, we just keep that to ourselves. We don't say anything. But I know what you were saying. But I'm just saying.
Sure. But and I wasn't speaking. I was just like, because when people come back and look at this live, because it like I've spoken on the other live, and like I done got calls the next day, like, bro, what you came off as a little bit racist. So I had to come on because I'm not racist. I love all people. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you feel some type of way about me, I feel some type of way about you. That's just the way I come up. You know what I mean? It is what it is. If it's fuck me, it's fuck you too, no matter what. And that goes for black people, white people, Asian people, and all of that shit. I don't just fuck with you just because you black. I fuck with people. I got some white people. Bro, in Minnesota, it be the white people that be kicking off shit here. Like when that George Floyd shit, ask anybody in Minnesota, that's especially in the main city, the white people kick that shit off here. They're way more savage than we are. And it was about black shit, like I said.
It's in their nature.
The story that, that's a fact. But the story that I always tell, bro, when I was going through the process and they were screaming Black Lives Matter, I think they yelling to somebody behind me. When I got up there to where they was and look, nigga, they was telling me Black Lives Matter. Like, what? Y'all white, I'm black. Okay, I appreciate it, but it's this, that, and the third. I'm just saying all of that to say this. People that come from other sides of the internet to come over here and say, oh, we don't appreciate what you do. We don't like black men that travel. I'm like, why you got to come over here? On the simple fact, I'm not going over to those other channels to where that's okay and saying, voicing my grievances to them. As long as y'all not hurting nobody, do what the fuck you do. I don't care. So,
well, a lot of guys do that, and they try to do like a proving grounds thing so they know how to keep on their talking points. They'll invade a room just so they can get on their talking points and prove that they know how to stand up to what they don't agree with. So they'll do that just as a practice thing to see if they can get.
I never thought about it like that, but yet and still, I still don't see myself as, even as we speak, I'm working on becoming a better speaker, a better, like say, I've been listening to different speeches and things of that nature to become a better speaker. But I've never thought to go over there and like try to degrade people or shit on their life.
You just stand in your points on what your beliefs are, and you challenge somebody on their beliefs, and you try to either hold your ground without losing your cool, while they're trying to prove their point of why they feel a certain way. The one that loses their cool first loses, really, on the argument.
I agree with that. Real quick, let me read this. This coming by the Scream sponsor. Shout out to YV. He said, even when you own a property free and clear in the United States, you will have to pay rent to the government in annual taxes, which is increasing every year. Shout out to YV.
Yeah, he's right. And that's why I said he's absolutely right. And that's why I said for veterans that are 100% or retired, the advantages in certain country or certain states in our country is they recognize our service and they give us benefits, extra benefits that normal civilians don't have. Texas just happens to be one of those states. If you're 100% service connected, or you're a veteran retired after 20 years, you pay no state tax when it comes to property tax.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Let me call.
That's good.
So your house is your house. They can't come get it because you didn't pay the property tax on it. It's your house.
That's good.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's my mama. Are you still
And yes, some kids can take advantage of that as well.
Yeah.
So
what you mean?
It transfers to your children as a veteran. A lot of benefits
when they pass.
Yes, as a veteran,
I want my mama to pass for me to get there.
As a veteran, your benefits pass on to your children.
Hey, I get my mama stuff and my daddy stuff.
Not
I don't want my mama to die for me to get this shit.
Remember, I said benefits like, college assistance, taxation when it comes to certain states. You don't get their money, like if they're getting a pension or whatever, that doesn't get willed to you. But the advantages of having a parent or a grandparent.
I know, I get both of them.
You'll get that, yeah. You'll get benefits like you'll get the housing.
And my daddy worked for Spirit, so he put it to where if he passes, I get his retirement.
His retirement, yeah.
I'm his only baby, so.
Man, you finna be my only baby. You keep on talking about them damn benefits. And listen.
Yeah. See, now you're telling on yourself. You about the money. You don't care about her. You just want her.
Oh, he been said that.
He
He been
dirty
said that.
macking now.
Dirty macking like a mug.
Dirty macking right there, KB. That's dirty macking right there.
That's a
Okay,
dirty
so
man.
Charlie, if
That's
I
why
get,
you
if I
can't
get,
fuck with Charlie. You know, I always knew he was no good. You know, that's why you
Charlie
got to be
been
around a
saying
nigga
about
like me. You know what I'm
benefits since
saying? You
day
know, I
one.
really care for you, unlike Charlie.
Hold on.
That's
YB,
a live example of dirty macking. That
I
was
think
dirty
POV, he said he was holding on. It wouldn't be like out of the ram for POV to go to sleep. He said, and what age did you realize he was gay? I guess he's referring to your son.
Anna, yeah.
Anna? That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. She probably stepped away. But he also said, damn, Ronan. He said, damn, I'm jealous, Ronan.
Yeah. Hey, believe me, I got to take advantage of that. Even if I wanted to live out of the country, why wouldn't I want to take advantage of owning property in the United States as well? There's multiple people that are millionaires. They have multiple properties all over the globe. You shouldn't just limit yourself to saying, oh, I'm going to retire overseas and not own anything in the United States. United States is your building block. And then you go overseas with maybe some of those fucking earned assets and you buy into those countries as well. Now you have a root of a solid plan of you got your home base assets, which have a huge amount of value globally. And then you can use those resources to pull from to buy other properties in other countries. And that's how you work that. And Black Cleaner has already got his base. So all he has to do is continue on with his plan.
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to you, Ron. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna go on wrap it up because I'm trying to stay within the 2 hours.
Wrap it up.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Shout out to POV. And I know I gotta wrap it up now because and was that a freaky innuendo right there? Talking about wrap it up. But I know I gotta wrap up. I gotta bring this thing to a close now just because POV is still rocking with us and I want to close out the show before he go to bed. But yeah, no, I'm more than likely not gonna go live tomorrow. But if Ronan don't go, I'm
going live. I got it here. Let me load this thumbnail. I got a live for y'all for tomorrow. Hold on. Let me load this.
Yeah, well, Ronan, you're not in. Well, you was talking about you ain't really into boxing because you said Ortiz.
Yes, I am. What you mean? I was in martial arts and boxing all my life.
No, I'm talking about the sports. I took Muay Thai for like 5 years as an adult, and I took like
the thumbnail that I got in the back right now. So that's our discussion for tomorrow. Influencer economy and whether they're lying, whether they have receipts or not. You know, there's a lot of famous people sitting right there on that phone, but we're talking about, we already dealt with Anton. That's Jay Morrison. I don't know if you guys know or remember Jordan Belfort. He's the guy in the center.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Then you got, most people don't even know Grant Cardone is a fucking paper guy. You know, he has a lot of shit that he's 100% legit. You know, so we're going through all those systems, and then Bernie Madoff is the one peeking behind Fearless.
Yeah, and who was that? Aaron Hall back there?
Yep. No, Aston Hall. Aston Hall.
Okay.
Hall, who was a grifter on the training and fitness side.
Okay.
Man, you got all the embarrassments lined up. Yeah. That's crazy.
I wanted to do a scream like that myself, but yeah, shout out to Ronan for that one. That's a
Ronan, that's a good topic because I find that a lot of the times the way that people think, especially of like people like Grant Cardone too, I feel like they kind of see it less from a business perspective and more from like they see it like it's the holy grail, you know, like they like if you attack it or you say something about it, those people, they just kind of come out like, no, that's not true. He's not like that. Blah, 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 blah.
And we're going to touch on the prosperity pastors as well, because the grift goes into the church too.
Mm-hmm. Especially that nigga Jay Morrison. Jay Morrison's one of those people that I just hate so much too. I'm glad you're talking about him.
I definitely dislike Jay Morrison. Real quick, let me read this about my concern with rental properties in other countries is enforcing non-payment from tenants. Shout out to you, YV. How would you deal with that, Ronnie? Because I'm looking to buying property.
There's a lot of people that do Airbnbs and they have property management of local means. You hire a property manager locally. That way, if it has to come to something, it's on a local scale and it's not a foreigner trying to force themselves or force against whatever governmental laws that you're dealing with. It's better to have management within lawyers representing you in each country. It's a lot cheaper. Believe me, lawyers don't make a lot here. The place where I live at right now is a gated guarded community, and I have doctors, lawyers, politicians living in the same place I live in. Okay? So a lot of the things you think cost a lot in America does not cost anything, just like medical costs. A lot of people go abroad to do what? A lot of the surgeries and stuff they can't do in the United
Medical
States. So
tourism.
even hiring a foreign lawyer and a staff to watch over your properties and make sure you're not being taken advantage of is easily done here. It's a good rate of return based on what you're doing for your investments.
No, that's
I'm also looking to get my teeth done too in Bogota. Cheaper dentist.
Hollywood Smiles in Miami, they got a deal going too. You should look into that. Well, you got that bread. You get to go trick and get your teeth done at the same time. Shout out to you. Shout out to POV. I'm glad Anna came back too. She said he said wrap it up. Anna never heard that term before. LOL.
Oh nah.
What are you talking about?
Got her.
Wrap it up, please. Wrap it up.
Wrapping it up. He said Anna never heard that term. You know POV just fucking with you.
Shit, we know she didn't wrap it up about 8 times.
Oh, hold on. Shut up. Come on. Yeah. He said, oh, and then YV, I mean POV, I think POV or YV, one of them asked me at what age did I know.
Yeah, right, that was YV.
I knew since my son was small. Like 3-4 years old. Yeah, like my son was young, just off his mannerisms, the way he used to move, the way he used to talk, the certain things he liked. I knew. That's why when he told me he was gay, I was like, okay, I was waiting for you to realize it yourself, boy.
You know what? It was a comedian that came out with a joke. Like, he was just poking fun, though. He said his cousin came out to him at the family. He was kind of mad. Nobody was surprised. He was like,
Kevin Hart.
He's like, nigga, we knew already. Like, how you know? He said, remember when we used to, all the kids used to throw down their coats and stuff after school to go play football? He was like, yeah. He said, you were the only one that tied yours around your waist. He said, we knew back then. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Good night, Tam. Tam, my love bug with the good benefits. Shout out to you.
Good night, Tam.
You said with the good benefits. You still gonna
Ronnie, hold on, Ronnie. We gotta know. You the one on this stream here said be honest. Ronnie, you said be honest. That's what you said.
You're right. I did say that. She gonna take it the way she gonna take it. You know what I mean? She either gonna accept it.
So I love me some Tam.
You know what? Here's the thing, YS, and I'm gonna tell you this from a mentor's point of view. And this is when I first got into a bigger sales organization. I'd work in executive management and stuff like that. But one of my mentors told me, look, you know, you holding on too tight. You're making all these calls to set up your appointments, but Alex, you're best at closing. Why are you taking the time to make 1,000 phone calls or whatever a day to map out or get your appointment set up for the month? You can pay somebody $8 an hour. How much do you make when you close a deal? I said, when I close, it's anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to close, plus future business, because I've already won over their confidence, right? So he's like, well, don't you think it's worth it for somebody else to do that so you can close every hour and let somebody else do your menial stuff? So I say that to say this, YS. I understand we have trust issues and we want to hold on everything with an iron fist, but you got to be able, in order for you to grow, to allow some of the menial things in your life to be taken care of by somebody else. So you can do some of the things that you want to do in life.
That's a fact. Let me read that. You responded to it before I read it, but shout out to YV, the screen sponsor tonight. Really appreciate you, bro. He said, I don't even have a property management company in the United States. I have trust issues. If I can't control it myself, I can't do it. Well, when you came on and we were talking about it, I told you it's property, like say I could afford property in Mississippi and it's a great return on it. You like, I'm damn near about to close on the property because of the conversation you and I had when you was up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I had to go about it unconventional way. But I'm finna to goddamn close on the property in here soon in a minute. That's why
Believe
I have
me,
to travel and do a lot of things. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ronnie.
I have a lot of trust issues too. One of the reasons why I moved to the Philippines while I was going through this courting phase, or what they call here, is God, I can't even think of the name right now. But anyway, part of me being here is also to learn automation, AI automation with businesses. So I'm building my base while I'm here in my peace mode before I even come back to the United States that can generate income while I'm not doing anything. It's automated. NAN programming, AI programming, personal assistant, agent assistance, all those things is what I'm doing right now with my time. So I'm still applying myself, even at 58, to do things that will continue on long after I'm gone with AI and businesses. So I get it. So if there's a way to build some kind of property management, but you're still going to have a personal touch, you got to have somebody there looking at your property. It don't matter how many cameras you got there or anything. You're still going to need maintenance. You're still going to need somebody to go in and clean up if it's Airbnb or something like that, those properties. So you got to trust somebody sometimes.
You know what's the biggest thing I'm scared of, and it has to do with my business, is hiring an accountant. Because I hear so many freaking scary stories about people ending up having to get locked up because their taxes weren't done properly.
They goddamn hired their cousin, baby.
Listen, this is why I want to do it myself. That's why I went back to school, and I was like, I'm just going to do it myself. And if I can sit down with somebody to go over it with me, because at least I know that I did what I was supposed to do.
Well, the key thing is this, and I always tell people, because even this is how businesses, operate. They first show you the system on how to do things, and then once they show you the system on how to do things and you know everything from soup to nuts, then you, as what Ronan was saying, you step out of the driver's seat, you put somebody else in the driver's seat, and then you let them do the technical stuff and you just manage that. But what happens is, as you said, a lot of people, they don't know what the accountant does. So therefore they don't know if the accountant is robbing them or not. See, if you already knew what the accountant did, then you just be able to check his books, and just the minor tweaks and peaks will be enough for you to be able to have your time back.
Yeah, not really, but
I think the main thing, because I learned that he could I learned an accountant and all them people, they can tweak things to make it look like it's, so that's why I would rather have like control of my books and then just get them checked out to make sure. I think my main part is to make sure that the business is running properly. Like, I'm going to be doing the cooking for a little bit up until I can trust somebody to actually that can cook good for me to have them do the cooking. And I'd rather just run my business, the financial portion of my business, because I definitely don't want to fail on that. And I watched the videos, and that shit scared me to death.
You now have the ability.
Real quick, guys. Give me 1 second, right fast. Let me read this by YV. Shout out to YV. He said, KB, as a 24-year-old man, I am proud of what you have accomplished. You're doing better than most grown men. You are a boss, and I want you to know that. Shout out.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. It's about to make me cry.
Nah, just think about them lady boys. You'll be good. Go ahead.
Y'all know how you try to switch the convo fast. You ain't slick.
I try to throw that in there right fast.
But thank
shout
you.
Shout out to Stay High. Shout out to my brother Worldwide. How you doing, big dog? But for sure. But we're gonna go around, give our closing words and stuff like this. But Anna, what I would bring up a couple things. First off, I'll bring up don't let what Ronan said go over people's head. Because I got a VA that's in the Philippines, which I pay $4 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, and it's all like analytical work, but you can afford somebody to work for you. And also, just as from a business standpoint, Anna, like, restaurants have some of the thinnest margins in business. You know what I mean? So that's always be aware of. Also, everybody that can cook. Not saying, and this is just food for thought. Not saying that it will or won't work out, but everybody that can cook shouldn't open a business, because cooking and opening a business is two different things. So those are things
you know why you mentioned that, Charlie? Because man, there was a good live stream that was really good. I don't know if you ever heard of Pocket Watching with JT. Dude, he made a really good. You heard of Turkey Leg Hut?
Yeah,
I know the whole story.
Was a good episode. That was a good episode. So so he talked about how, you know, they started this turkey leg business, and you know it became very successful. But the first things that they started having problems with number one, health code violations. So the health inspector would come in, and their food needed to be prepared in a certain way. You know, you had cross contamination, like you couldn't put raw food next to cooked food. Your things needed to be labeled.
Yes, all that, everything.
That's all common sense shit.
That's all. Yeah, that's all common stuff. Like that stuff I already learned when I went to school for cooking and stuff.
Yeah, to me that wasn't really that much common sense. Like, because I thought, okay, you could put food in like a container, and then, but apparently the health inspector like, you can't do that.
No, because a container could have a crack in it. It can leak, and it can go on to the raw stuff can go into the cooked stuff. So it's just supposed to be all in separate stuff.
Yeah. And
raw stuff not even supposed to be in containers, for real.
Yeah. And then they talked about portion sizes too. That what they were charging versus the portion size that they were getting on those meals, it was just out of control. Like you have like you have this ginormous tray of macaroni for like $10. You know
what I didn't know? This is what I did. I thought I took as like, oh, okay, I didn't even know this, because you have to make sure you count your waste. So whatever you throw away, you have to count that. I didn't know that.
Overproduce. You don't overproduce your food if you're counting your waste. But the whole thing is, even with portion control, is everything has a cost associated to it. So if you're buying macaroni at a certain poundage, your vegetables and everything you put into an ingredient, if you weigh all that out and you look at what your portions are by weight, and you've already distributed that, you can show how much cost it does to actually take that one scoop of macaroni and put it in a plate, and you can associate it to your overall budget. And then, like she said, on the taste side, you look at if you're overproducing. So, you know, on a Tuesday night, you don't need to produce as much as on a Friday night. You're not constantly coming in making the same amount of portions, even though your business isn't busy enough to handle those portions. So you got to throw it away because of food requirements.
Another thing too that they talked about was a supply chain. So sourcing the actual food. So part of the reason why Turkey Leg went under was because their food supplier, they were about $1.2 million in debt to them. So, you know, they were sourcing the turkey leg, the coleslaw, you know, the fuck goes in coleslaw, vegetables and mayo. I don't know. But you know, they were sourcing that, and a lot of the times you have agreement with those suppliers and say, okay, I'm gonna order this minimum amount from you in order to get this dedicated price. And that was very interesting to me. Like they also do that with Prime too. The drink, the YouTube drink, where they got into some trouble too, where because the minimum the supplier was requiring, they weren't meeting that minimum threshold, and you know, Logan and those guys, they ended up getting sued for it.
Actually working in a restaurant, actually working in a catering business, because after I went to school and I did everything I had to do, I was like, you know, I need to find a job in the business that I wanna be in. So I went and I got hired inside the in this catering business, and oh my God. It was crazy. I was like, oh, that's against OSHA. You can't do that. The food company gonna come, they gonna give you a big ticket. They was doing the most disgusting stuff. I mean, things that were outdated, they froze it, and they was refeeding it to people. Whatever that was out in a party, we would bring that food back and package it up and give it to the people in the hospitals.
Yeah,
Like
they
it,
do that
it
all
was
the time.
it was
That's crazy.
crazy.
Real quick, let me read these before from YV, and then guys, we're gonna go ahead and close out because y'all give me every time, but tonight we sticking to it. Shout out to POV. He said shout out to Worldwide Navy. Check out his channel. New video on Panama. Definitely go check out my bro Worldwide Navy, man, doing this thing. Also hit the like and subscribe button. If you hear, man, obviously you picking up something that, goddamn it, or it's free. That's the selling point. It's free. It don't cost you shit, man. Just hit the subscribe button, man. You know what I mean? Like, we over here kicking it. We pull the ladies up, get a woman's perspective. We joking and going back and forth. YV just came, KB just came out the closet. Like, all of that happens right here.
Man.
So y'all, goddamn it, subscribe, man. Shout out to KB, man, a good young brother. I'm fucking with him, and like I say, I really rocks with KB because not only is he a young brother that's doing his thing, but he's educated and he holds himself like he has some decorum about himself. So shout out to KB. But you guys want to say anything? We go around and get ready to close it out. Because like I said,
I want to also answer Ann's questions and concerns about the accounting too.
Mm-hmm.
So if she wants to, some advice. So I would say if your number one concern is the actual accounting, the thing is that if an accountant wants to do something to where, I guess it would depend on first personality, on, whether this is someone that you think that you can trust. And number two, I would say that if an accountant wants to do some kind of dirt, like let's say you're running a business, right? And your business becomes extremely successful. You're doing $1 million in business every year, right? At that point, if you have an accountant, he can create invoices where, if your supplier is of ABC Foods, he can create invoices from ABC Foods and just charge it to you, and then you would have no idea. And you get 500, 600, 700 invoices in a month, and you pay them all, because that's what you're supposed to do. It's the responsible thing to do. But then you could look at it and you're like, okay, if you don't know what's going on, you just don't know what's going on.
Exactly. That's my fear.
No, because I've seen a business, how they've counteract that is, number one, you want to have like a budget or some kind of idea how much money is supposed to be coming into the business normally, right? So what you can do is you can do quarter by quarter, month by month, and then you can look at the variance where you can say, okay, last year, or this is my expected amount of business. Why is my business not performing as well as I thought as I thought it's going to be?
Well, the right way to do it for me to even know that is not even do it quarter by quarter, is actually doing it month by month, because that's how you stay on tact on any losses or anything being taken from the company.
Trust me,
That's what I just learned now.
Once you reach that kind of money to where it would make sense for you to hire an accountant, you're gonna be doing it quarter by quarter. You're not gonna be able to do it month by month. Trust me.
Some of the stuff you do have to do by month because of the supplies and stuff like that. Like, you have to be able to stay on top of supplies and how you say it, what the heck, like the food and stuff. So you're gonna have to inventory. You're gonna have to be able to do that monthly. You can't do that quarterly.
Well,
I don't plan on having a big restaurant.
Okay, guys, we like shout out to YV where he say, KB is long-winded as Elf, though he'll get better with age. He definitely long-winded. Like, for a young fella, he could go. He could definitely go. But
you could inbox me or whatever. Yeah. Inbox me or whatever, and I could definitely talk to you more about that.
Person, the back office, if you want me to, or I could send them.
I forgot about that. Yeah, add me to it if you can, or she can message me and she just ask whatever questions.
We'll handle that once we close out. But the primary goal is to close out.
All you guys have to do is stay in the room when he closes out. You guys can have a conversation in the back.
Yeah, because I don't want to give my stuff out.
I'll close it down that way. I'll close it down.
Just so everybody knows, real quick, you can build an analytic thing, and I almost have the ability to do it myself, but you can build analytics through your AI right now that will double check all your purchases against your earnings and everything else. And it will watchdog what your accountant is doing, even though he doesn't know you're doing it. So there's a way to catch a thief with the AI now that you couldn't before, even though you don't know. The AI has enough information that if you feed it the right data and you keep track of it, it can tell you when something's off so that you can go sniff it out.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Shout out to that. I mean, y'all can share some more stuff in the back office. I'm just gonna close out and stuff.
I'm gonna say bye. Yeah, so bye, and it's always fun to be on.
Yeah,
and I'm not.
Don't hang up though, because
I'm not.
Y'all can converse in the back office. Black Cleaner, you want to say anything before we close this out, brother?
Yep. Thank you very much for having me on your panel. Thanks to all of the people watching on my line. Check out my books that are available on Amazon, Memoirs of a Narcissist and Found in Translation. Both of those are available on Amazon. Check me out on the Black Cleaner Network. I just put up a trailer for the new segment that I'm putting out, which is called Traveling While Black, which I'll be traveling different places around the country, around the world, showing you where the black people at. Y'all want to know where the white women at? I'm showing y'all where the black people at.
I see that deck over there. You a DJ too?
Yeah, I do DJing. That's my little part time. DJ Renegon.
Yeah, he infamous DJ. You know what I mean? Shout out to
that. I'm right behind you.
Before I close out, you want to
I'm right behind you, KB. I'm right behind KB. I have a book coming. I was trying to get it out this month, but I probably won't get it out until maybe the end of March. And it's the AI Filmmakers Playbook that I've been working on as a 50-plus-year-old guy learning AI from scratch, self-taught, and then reinforcing it with the things I know now. Even though I go through Trixie and some of the other ones, I already know half the shit they're teaching everybody because I've gone through trial and error. But now I'm actually doing ChatGPT programming, and I got my own AIs to generate thumbnails off scratch. All you have to do is tell it what you want, and it'll pull it up and make it real quick. That's how I'm getting things done so quick now. Even when we're on lives and I'm doing thumbnails while we're on a live, just in a casual way, and I show them to Charlie Chan in the background. Like, look, this is what I just cooked up while we sitting here talking. So yeah, AI is the way to go. I would tell for anybody younger than me, y'all need to get into it. Y'all need to understand it.
Yeah.
And y'all need to start learning how to utilize it to your best of ability. Stop just asking it a question and getting one answer. Learn how to use it where it produces. AI now can be your personal assistant. It will answer your actual emails and respond in the way you would respond. Now, the longer you talk to your ChatGPT, the more it knows about you. Matter of fact, the kickoff would have been, if you guys paid attention to Facebook, when they had that little caricature game where it gave you a prompt and said, based on your caricature, that's what ChatGPT knows about you. So the more you talk to it, the more you teach it, the more you ask it questions, the more it knows about your background. So I literally went and made a master prompt for myself. It actually knows my personality traits. It knows my 16 personality trait. It knows my archetype. It knows my background as far as military, my educational level. It knows everything about me that it made a master prompt for me. Matter of fact, if I played a video for you right now, I have an AI voice that sounds exactly like me. It expresses and voice acts the way I would.
And you did that all in the settings, right?
Yeah. The settings and the way the prompts are done.
Yeah, we can talk about that in the background. We're going to go close out because now we have 2 hours and 31 minutes.
I'm just saying that I was talking about my book. I was just talking about my book, like he got to promote his book. I was just talking about my book for a half a second. I ain't long. I'll end it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, AI is a thing, and all I'm trying to tell you guys is to get into it. Start understanding what it can do to make your life easier. There's, like I said, it's a way of releasing some of the things we have a tight grip on and letting AI manage those things so that you can be more productive and make more money. Okay. And that's how you do that. You free yourself of the ancillary things, the day-to-day menial things that doesn't make you any money so you can make money. And that's all I wanted to say. So go ahead.
Appreciate you, Ronan. Man, shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Sincerely, man. Shout out to you, YV. Hey, and it didn't go over my head. I don't know if it went over Black Cleaner head, but you was coming from his channel, so you even went over there to show him some love, man. Shout out to YV, man. You
much love and appreciate it.
No, bro. Like, appreciate you, YV. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and showed love. And once again, let me remind you, if you hasn't hit the subscribe button, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just look in the window, look in the mirror and say, I'm a hater. Just say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's free. But
Right.
we're gonna
We
go ahead
fun
and
over
close
here.
out.
We fun over here.
Yeah, definitely. So Ronan, I'm gonna play the what's name, but to just end the stream. I mean, just to like keep it going. I just hit end the stream though, right?
Once you end the stream, we'll still be in the room, but nobody else will be hearing our conversation.
Okay, so
I'll be in Bogota March 28th.
Look, you gonna go out there and
that's all for my announcement.
Where the white women at?
Yeah, you gonna go out there and they gonna steal your kid.
Man, Bogota got them dots. I'm like, I'm starting to be like, dang, she looked like she got problems in her life. So that's how you know it's about to be crazy once I land. Once I touch down, she looked like she lost in life. Damn. What? Go ahead.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, why we gonna go play the song? I don't know. You got because y'all mics are still hot. I want y'all to know that too. So you'll still be able to hear you. So yeah, shout out to Chalupe. But we're gonna go ahead and play the song and get up out of here, man. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, and y'all have a great one. This is Charlie Chan with Charlie Chan TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Late night. Truth only move when the room got order. Mr. Peppers and Prime on the control. Welcome to Charlie Chan TV. Yeah. 3 beautiful women, whole panel in a vibe, vibing with me. She set the tone when she look you in your eyes. Tam talk straight, no filter, no disguise. And a smooth with it, every word calm but precise. Chat going crazy, yeah, the numbers stay live. Everybody got opinions when the combo get tight. Different views, same table, respect, stay intact. Late night panels where the feelings meet facts. Late night, don't sleep, don't sleep. True talk, true, no retreat, no retreat. Panel lead, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV.
Once again, man, Charlie Chan out here being some of the most beautiful women, bitch friendly.
Yeah, sick of the lies. Same topics rotate every time they go live. Black men in Germany, Berlin, state of mind. Different culture, different land, still speaking this side. Black cleaner, keep it solid, street calm, no flex. Miguel, keep it gangster, let the truth handle the rest. Ain't nobody running when the questions get steep. Nothing moves unless Peppers nod, Prime say speak. 2 moderators. 1 room, 1 mic at a time. Now let it cook. Charlie Chan, TV, Louisiana, where it starts. Southern roots, but the vision way bigger than charts. Panel talking night, hotel reviews by day. From lobby to rooftop, he telling no fake. Grinding every wildin' in the comments tonight. Typing fast, cracking jokes, adding fuel to the light. Gonna dance him on his top supporter in the chat. But he said, cam up, Charlie, yeah, pressure like that. Hey, the travel POV, nodded off mid-lap. Guess these late nights build different, everybody can survive. Hey, late nights, don't sleep, don't sleep. Real talk, real boss. Speech, Peppers, Prime, crowd loud, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV, Charlie Chan, TV. Shout out to Live Chat. Shout out to Replay Game. Shout out to supporters who keep the lights on. If you're here every night, we see you. Let's talk.
Charlie Chan TV. Charlie Chan TV. We out here at Ryan's party, man. This number right now, man. My list, man.